Hello, if you're watching this, that means probably we're on Patreon, because I don't think this is going to be public. It's a session 0 for Goldbrine's Grave.
Woo!
Or maybe the Grave of Goldbrine. I still haven't decided which way I want to say it yet.
It sure is a 0.
It sure is. This is our first time playing Daggerheart. Yay! Yay!
We don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, I know a little bit.
I'm still reading the book.
I haven't read the book.
I haven't looked at any of the cards yet. Oh my god. There's so many.
So let me give you guys what I have. I realized since we're doing like a homebrew campaign frame, as they're called, that I should probably like write it out in that format so that maybe down the line, if other people want to use this campaign setting, then they can have this in the same way that the campaign frames in the book are laid out. So I'm just going to read you guys what I have so far. I haven't finished because I started last night after the vote ended, but there's a good amount in here. So the pitch. Captain Calidus Goldbrine seems mad in their final moments, spewing tales of creatures with endless eyes and a vengeful sea with a secret, the ravings of a mad person. However, when they started spewing seawater from their mouth in their room at the Crooked Compass Inn at the Cointide Isles, those ravings may not have been as mad as they first seemed. With their last gurgling breath, they gave their final wish, to be laid to rest at the center of Whalestrom Isle, among their hoard of treasure. The only problem is the captain was always very secretive about their cut of the plunder, and they never took any crewmates with them to the island. Most people don't even believe it really exists. It's up to you, his loyal, or at least formerly loyal crew, or acquaintances thereof, to carry out their final wish. Whether your goal is to honor your fallen captain, or just to get your hands on their long-hidden treasure, you need to find your way to Whalestrom Isle and contend with whatever horrors await you there. So, tone and feel, Eldritch Horror, pirates, a little bit grim, but dark whimsy, adventure, and awe-inspiring. Themes are survival, friendship and loyalty, betrayal, and overcoming fear, as well as madness. Which, there will be a mechanic for madness, but I haven't fully decided on how that's going to work yet. Touchstones, Treasure Island, One Piece, the game Dredge, if anyone has played that, Call of Cthulhu, and Pirates of the Caribbean are kind of the main inspirations. Overview. For near on a decade now, Captain Calidus Goldbrine, who uses they-them pronouns, has been a scourge on the ruling merchant class of the Cointide Isles, or rather, their goods and wealth that sail the Wanderest Sea. Captain Goldbrine always fancied himself a real Robin Hood type, stealing from the wealthy and giving a fair portion back to the poor. The heft of respect that Captain Goldbrine withheld from the merchants of Cointide they devoted to the Wanderest Sea, and for good reason. Sometimes called Deep Jenny in an attempt to ward off her ire, the Wanderest Sea gets her name from her disposition. Wander her too long, and she'll show you to your final rest. Goldbrine had no intention of finding their rest amongst the waves of Deep Jenny. No, they had a special little spot picked out beyond the Black Yonder, an eternal storm where the winds have teeth. At the heart of the Black Yonder, legends tell of an ever-moving island that follows the eye of the storm. Only the deftest of sea dogs could navigate to this island without finding themselves and their worldly possessions in the drink. Captain Goldbrine was rumored to have made the trip numerous times, single-handedly. In fact, they are said to have found a secret passage safely to and from the island, so sound that they've been using Whalestrom Isle as their own personal treasure trove. If Goldbrine's last gargled words are to be believed, then those rumors must be true. Their final gasping wish to be laid to rest among their hoard on Whalestrom Isle in the Black Yonder. Due to the nature of Goldbrine's mysterious death, drowned in salt water in the middle of a bone-dry inn, many of the Goldbrine crew have scattered to the wind, with some claiming the voyage is cursed, and others who seek to make the trek and find the treasure for themselves. Word spreads quickly in the Cointide Isles, and soon 1,000 hopeful ships had launched. Pirates, corrupt Navy officials, and merchants alike, all seeking the lost Goldbrine fortune. Even among those who have the luck to make it to Whalestrom Isle in the Black Yonder, survive not only the journey, but the mysterious inhabitants that lurk therein, only one crew will live to see a cut of the Goldbrine treasure. So, let's talk classes. I have here before me 2 of each character class. So that would be a good starting point because the character sheets are class specific. There are certain things that are built into each class that are included on the character sheet, which is super rad, so that you don't have to spend precious surface area recording in your own handwriting. You can just have those base features in front of you at all times. So, is there anybody who has already decided what class they're going to play?
No.
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 Maybe.
I am noticed one thing.
Oh yeah?
No equivalent of a warlock.
Not yet.
Not
There is
yet.
one in
Yeah.
playtest.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I just got an email about that recently.
Gotta get that.
You know Matthew Mercer would never.
I was just surprised.
What was that? What was that TikTok I sent? Or did I send that to you, or did you send that to me, or was that in the group where it was like no one's playing a tiefling?
No homo? Not even a little bit?
Is anybody playing Tiefling? Must I do everything?
They're called Infernis,
Yeah.
actually.
Josh, Tieflings?
Nah, I'm good. Oh yeah, again. Might as well.
If any
It's
of you,
about to be Pride Month.
yeah, if any of you are looking at, like if two or more of you are interested in the same playable race, that's totally fine. I assume if Matt, you are chill with letting people borrow cards. I also printed some off, and I'll have more here on Wednesday, so we should have a minimum of 3 sets.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
There's also, I might buy a copy
Oh.
just to have another one on
buy a
rotation
set.
because it comes with the cards.
Mm-hmm.
I want the cards. And I want the book.
And it comes with an
Cards are
older.
pretty nice. I don't know. I love physical medium. It's
Cameron also printed out a lot of the cards that we need.
Yeah, I printed out everything that we need at level 1. So I've got one of every race card, or ancestry card, excuse me. I've got one of every community, and I've also got all of the level 1 domain cards, as well as all of the subclass cards, foundations.
I'm gonna bring some because I'm not sure how the cards work yet, but I feel like it would be handy to like have them in the character folder if you're a character folder type person. So
for
I was
sure.
thinking of bringing some of those like baseball card holder pages. Like those would be ideal
Yeah.
for just having that in the character folder.
Yeah, I believe they should fit in the standard size.
Yeah, they look like that they will. And like I guess there's like a vault, like you vault them or
So,
whatever.
yeah,
like,
so when
could
you
use
reach-
them or...
So specifically, I think with domain cards, when you reach a certain level, so like this won't come up, I think, until level 5, but you can only have 5 domain cards equipped at a time. So once you have more than 5, you have to choose one or more to put in your vault, and you can switch those out on a long rest. Or I believe if you want, it might be a special feature of some classes, but I think anybody can do this. You can mark a stress to just switch them out in game. If you're like, I really need this feature, you can stress yourself out to do so.
Okay. So I was thinking like for the purpose of vaulting, like if we have all of our cards in one of those pages, we can just like put a sticky note over the ones that are vaulted, and then we know that we can't.
Yeah, and also if you've just got your cards out, you can you can floop your cards in the vault and turn them. I always say that from Adventure Time. You can turn them sideways or like flip them over. Yeah, there's like tons of personalized ways that you can have your stuff laid out.
Can you just buy the cards?
I don't think they're selling them individually yet, but I'm sure that that's going to be a thing soon.
Oh yeah.
But right now, like even the core rule books have sold out. I think I was like one of the last people to get one of the original launch, because it was like the next day I got an email from Critical Role that was like, "Hey, we're sold out in the shop, so like they'll be on Amazon in a week. Sorry, guys."
wild.
There was one at our friendly local gaming store,
Yeah.
Whoa.
and I took it.
Hell yeah.
It's wild
And you
that
hit a kid to get it.
just
I
some
mean,
friends
not just
playing
one.
D&D and now they're like multi-million-dollar,
Yeah. And
I
also,
hit a kid with another kid.
but also
I don't
like,
think that could be anyone else again.
man, it's so
Please
rad
let
though.
it be us.
It's so rad though, because like this is clearly a system put together by people who have played a lot of tabletop games and have really like
What
gotten
the main
essence.
designer? He worked on what again?
I think Kids
He-
on Bikes.
Yeah, kids on brooms.
Oh,
not on bikes.
specifically?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a different team or a different person. But yeah, Spencer Stark, one of those. Yeah, they did a really amazing job, and like I love the inclusivity and everything. There's like a full like half-page spread of a character that like you can see their top scars from like top surgery. It's super rad, but very clearly a system that was built by people who know what they're doing.
Is there like an ancestry overview page? Just like shows them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it starts at page
Oh, there's a frog guy. Oh no.
52. 52
He's
is
real
where
cute,
ancestries
Ribbit.
start.
Yeah, but
Oh, you want one that just...
I want to see them all like listed
That's
out.
in here
Oh,
somewhere.
do you want to just look at these cards?
Yeah.
Gotta resist playing a cool little frog guy again.
I'm like, I don't want to scroll through
Ooh.
like 50
That would be
pages
your
to look at them
tiefling.
all.
My
Just be a different kind of frog with a different voice.
You could also do a mixed ancestry.
That's true.
You get
Yeah.
frog
Half
something.
frog.
You'd be a frog robot.
Yeah. So you'll notice on those cards, each ancestry has two features that you get from it. There's the first one that's listed is like your primary feature, and then the second one is secondary. So if you do want to have a mixed ancestry, you can mix any of the two together. The only thing to keep in mind is that you can only take the first feature from one of them. You can't take like the first feature from two different ones and then ignore the secondaries.
What is there?
But I would recommend that we choose our classes first, because that is step one.
Yeah, I'm just looking for inspiration.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
All right.
like if I just look at the classes, I'm like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let's see.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
I've most recently played Wizard and Cleric. So, and Gambler.
I'm trying so hard to make the character sheets work with Procreate, and it is biting me tooth and fucking nail.
Oh
So
no.
maybe a hard copy is the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
are you leaning towards?
Rogue.
Hell yeah.
Ooh. You know, the fun girl. is
Are you doing Fun
definitely-
Girl?
It's a little less than it, unless anybody else wants to do it.
Fun grill.
And I haven't actually looked into what it is. I just
Oh.
have an idea of like the little person I want to play.
I do love the name for the tortoise people.
Galapagos.
Galapa, yeah.
Like the Galapagos.
Galapagos.
There you
Charles Darwin.
go.
The beagle. How come there's no dog people?
Do you roll
Rude.
for your stats in this game?
No.
Ow!
It's standard
It's-
array, and it's really cool for everybody to have the same.
But I like rolling dice.
Don't worry, you'll get to roll plenty of dice.
Just roll some.
The ones you never got
Just
to roll
You can
before.
roll dice whenever you want.
Boom.
Hey, the fun
17.
part,
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
all your dice you've never rolled, you get to.
Yeah,
All your
Yeah.
D12s.
Other D12s for sure.
Oh, Goblin.
Yeah.
I saw that.
I don't know, the character art's so good. It's like
all
that's
of
swaying me more than anything.
Honestly, all of the artwork is super rad. It's so good. I'm so jazzed.
Wait, what? So there's still advantage and disadvantage?
Yes. So for you guys, advantage and disadvantage are going to be adding or subtracting a d6 to your.
Oh, wild. Cool.
That's like mathematically, that's about like advantage gives you like statistically about a +5 to the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say also, for those of you that like to have a lot of different sets of dice, if you're going to have a bunch out, I would separate them into two categories. Have your hope side and your fear side.
Oh.
Because that's going to be very important to when you roll, is that one of the d12s that you're rolling is your hope die, and one of them is your fear die. And it is important to have that predetermined and not just decide in the moment which is going to be which.
Well, what if the vibe changes?
Be cool to get highly
That's why you can have
reflective
multiples,
paint,
but
paint dye. And
few
get,
from one side,
the
not the
ultra
other.
black paint.
Just you get the like
doesn't
the
pick up on camera.
yeah
Yeah, highly reflective and like ultra black.
Oh, that'd be rad. Highly reflective numbers.
like
Yeah.
the black 3.0 or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm using these pink metallic dice
Ooh.
for my dice.
Ooh, hell yeah. Those are rad. So shiny.
Excited to get
Yeah.
to use these. Let's see if they're any good.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm mesmerized by them.
I've made.
They look like they have a good mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's kind of rough, like
We're
not
not
putting them in my
chew
mouth.
on our dice here.
No,
Just
I-
give them a good washing
Yeah,
in your sink
right down the
before.
I mean, metal dice are fine.
Yeah.
Put
just
metal
poop
dice
them
in
out.
your mouth.
Lots of lead in those, so.
Yeah, I just wouldn't recommend putting resin in your mouth. That's straight poison sometimes.
God forbid women do. Carl, we have matching jewelry on.
Dude. Oh, nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Ooh,
Oh.
little
Wow.
Gross.
crow skull.
Burps.
We've
That's
got
my name.
both have Finleys on.
Eh.
Again.
Classic.
And I'm doing a Neil Newbon impression.
Nice. Love it.
Yes, darling.
The guy, voice actor for Astarion, I've never seen him not in this cut of tank top.
Oh yeah.
I'm Heisenberg. Resident Evil.
Hey, bird people.
I love that voice. It's my favorite. It does
I don't
not
think
fit
there are
the
bird
fucking
people.
girl.
No
Yeah, there's
birds.
cat girls though. You want to be a cat boy?
Yeah. Oh, also,
You gonna be a kitty cat boy?
No, I just saw
You
the
got
Emperor
it, right?
Tamarind. The Emperor Tamarind.
Oh,
Look.
Dash.
Oh yeah, he's badass. I just was really excited that you were excited when we talked about cat boy.
I was
Like, oh yeah, dude. Josh is
My opportunity to be
like,
twink.
I don't know if y'all have seen the Emperor Tamarind or
Yeah. also,
Samaya.
I would recommend to think of all of the different ancestries as like a sliding scale. So like the Qatari are the cat people. You can think of that as, you know, like all the way on this side would be like anime style, where it's basically just a person with cat ears on top, and you can
My
slide
favorite.
slide that all the way over to basically being like what we think of Tabaxi in D&D, and anywhere in between.
Or like
For-
Or like one step above a house cat.
Yeah, like a house cat standing up.
what were the bad guys in Wing Commander? Anybody remember?
I don't even know what.
I don't
Wing
know what you're
Commander is.
talking about.
Oh my lord, you youngins!
I do love the Clank lore in this one.
What are they called? They were
The lore? I don't think I'm familiar.
So I watched the Crit Roll Session 0, but like apparently I think they're like used to be in the one they're playing now, you know.
Age of
It's-
Umbra?
Yeah. And so it's probably just that, but it's like they were these like almost deific, you know.
Oh yeah, I think I watched the first episode last night. I think that Ashley
it out?
Johnson
Yeah.
is playing
playing
one,
that,
and she flavored it as like a statue that
Yeah.
came to life.
Well,
That's
and
rad.
that's how he has it. Like all of the ones became like statues, more revered, and before they were like almost thought of as like angel type things and stuff.
Oh, that's rad.
Like that, or that they housed spirits of
Hmm.
divine energy or something.
Yeah, I feel like Age of Umbra is like right up your alley. It's
Oh,
very,
100%,
very
yeah.
Dark Souls. The first episode was great.
Oh yeah.
It was
Kilrathi is what they were called. They're like big lion people or tiger people.
Oh, yeah,
They're like huge aliens, and they'd fuck everybody up.
hell yeah,
I might have to do that, which means okay.
nice.
It's like if Klingons were cats,
The
basically.
goblins are really cute.
I think I'm gonna go goblin.
The goblin ancestry features are really fun. I like this. So
Especially for
sure-footed.
being on a ship.
Yeah, you ignore disadvantage on agility rolls and dangerous sense. Once per rest, mark a stress to force an adversary to re-roll an attack against you or an ally within very close range, which is great. That's like so clutch.
Got on my page here.
And they got big ears.
I have big old ears. I'm just like a goblin that's not a caricature. You know?
Yeah,
Feels
for
good.
sure.
I like a real nasty goblin, like
Yeah.
kind that stink real bad and like are all fucked up. Weird little dudes.
Yeah.
I did a one shot one time where it was like, "Oops, all goblins,"
That's
and that was fun.
I like that a lot. Just
And
being a
like
couple
the
of
rules that
freaks.
we had beforehand are like you're afraid of dogs and horses. And so like the big bad we fought at the end was like a horse.
Hell yeah. Always very thematic.
Horse fights, man.
Before I, like, right before I discovered D&D and Critical Role, I was working on an idea for a novel. I had no idea how to prepare a story or plan a story at the time. But I was working on this idea about a goblin, and it was going to be called Grog, and that was his name. This is before I knew that Grog Strandra existed. But it was about a goblin named Grog who, like, within the world, goblins were very, like, of the earth. So, like, the reason that they're all, like, dirty and smelly is because they're, like, have a lot of, like, fermented things, and they're always, like, digging through the dirt as, like, it's, like, soothing to them to, like, have it on their skin. But he's, like, a hunter, and he's out hunting and comes back, and his village has been, like, destroyed. So he sets out to get revenge on the people who did it, and ends up, like, meeting up with these, like, various downtrodden adventurers, and they form a party. And I liked the idea of, like, a story told from a goblin's perspective of, like, oh, we think that, like, we view them as being, like, these dirty little nasty creatures.
Yeah.
And, like, they kind of are, but for him, it's, like, because that's just, like, who he is, and that's how he's raised. They're not, like, evil creatures that are always stealing. But, like, some of them do that, and that is what, like, perpetuated that idea. But I haven't thought about that in a long time.
I do love in the Silmarillion that dwarves were like not supposed to be made, and so he like hid them under the what's his name? The god of the dwarves in Lord of the Rings. Manwë.
Manwë.
But like he wasn't
Manwë?
supposed to be allowed to like create or like people or whatever, and he made the dwarves, and he's like, no, and like hid them underground, and that's why they're like so attuned with the earth and rocks and stuff like that.
That's interesting.
It's because eventually they found them, and he's like, just kidding, come back out. Do you have cards for the classes, the subclasses?
Yeah.
I see them.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you know what class you're going to play yet?
No.
Okay. I would recommend looking through those too, because they do have like specific features.
Yeah.
The reason I
looking
asked
for
if
flavor.
you get both of your class features is because, like, for Druid, you get, like, Beast form, and it's, you know, your wild shape ability, and then just Wild Touch. You can perform harmless, subtle effects that involve nature, such as causing a flower to grow. And I was like, I have to choose between those two things.
No, you get them both.
Nobody would choose the second one.
You also get a hope feature.
Yeah.
Which I think for druids is you spend 3 hope and you can change forms without spending a stress. Once per long rest or once per session. One of those.
It would seem... It just says here, spend 3 hope to transform into beast form without marking a stress. When you do, choose 1 trait to raise by 1 until you drop out of that beast form. It seems like as long as you have the hope, you can do it. I don't know if you can accumulate hope again after you've spent it.
Yeah, so every time you roll and the hope high is dire, you...
The hope high is dire.
Yeah, every time you roll and the hope die is higher, you've rolled with hope and you gain a hope on your character sheet. So it's
Rad.
it's not a resource that you should like closely guard. You should spend hope when you feel like you need to, because you will get more, and you can only hold so much. I think you can only hold 6 at a time, but that might change as you level up. I forget.
Matt, do you know what race you want to play?
Not yet.
Do you know what
Not
class?
yet.
'Cause I mean, Ribbit is also super duper adorable, and I'm fine playing
What is
him.
it?
Ribbit is the frog.
Yeah, the ribbits are cute.
So,
Frog it up. Frog
I'm
out.
like, I don't
Frog
know.
out.
Frog out!
So I'm like,
Are
Fully
we all
frog
gonna
it.
be freaks?
frogs would be pretty
Yeah,
good in a
because
pirate.
it's a brand new fucking game. We're all gonna be freaks.
Hell yeah.
I love that nobody's like elf.
I love the naming is perfect. So Simia, I like. I'm definitely gonna be this now. I've got what's called a simian line, which is like
Interesting.
yeah. So instead of like a head and a heart line, I have one line that goes all the way across because normally one goes up, one goes down.
Yeah.
You know. And so when I was a baby, they test me for Down syndrome because that's like or like people that have Down syndrome have that. Yeah.
Interesting.
But you know, obviously,
One of the
we didn't
traits.
have it.
I was tested in utero.
Oh yeah.
Neat.
Apparently, ultrasounds were just like reading really weird to my mom's doctor, and they were like, we're just gonna do an amniocentesis, and she was like, I don't want that because it's like a needle this big and
Oh,
like
good lord.
super thick.
Ooh, no.
Not my problem, and that's why I don't like needles as a grown
Oh.
or Captain Crunch.
I was like,
Hang
oh,
on.
her mom ate pregnant with her.
Yeah.
More on that last one.
Captain Crunch is like food that's
I'm-
made of needles,
I'm
right?
convinced that like the things that happen to us, some of the things in utero, like affect you as a person. Not all of them. Probably not the needle thing, but definitely the Captain Crunch thing.
too.
I should just be like a human. Everyone's like,
That would
"Thanks,"
be-
and I'll just be like a
Somebody
guy.
has to be a straight man
just,
sometimes.
Yeah.
just a guy.
Just the one dude surrounded by freaks.
And he's like an accountant. He's not even like
He's not even
Why
a
do you keep
hero.
going to
the guy?
I still want to
love
do.
that. That's like, was it?
The ledgerman from the Cones of Dunshire. It's just-
Honestly,
I want the little
one of
visor.
my favorite like PC stories from my first game my first campaign I ever ran with a bunch of people from Harvest is this guy named Joel, who I hadn't met before the game, but he was like a friend of somebody else in the campaign, and they asked if he could come play, and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? We can have 10 players. That sounds great. And he came with a human fighter named Owen Coins, and he was literally just a guy. It was great. Because everybody else was like, oh, I'm trying to become a lich, or like, I'm trying to get revenge on the people who kill. He's like, I'm a mercenary, and you guys seem like you make good money.
Hell yeah.
He's not
like
a
the
legendary
most
hero.
reasonable like backstory.
Yeah, I think he
Like,
got.
I like money.
I think
Please.
I think he got the killing blow on a Tarrasque too, which is
Damn.
hilarious.
Wow.
Just some dude.
He's not the
All right.
hero of legend. He's literally just a
look at
guy.
all this
Hit him with your
space
car.
in your like weapon area to write the shit down.
Yeah.
Look how nice that I could write a full word in there.
Yeah.
A whole word?
A whole
Whereas
word.
like the D&D character sheet, like write your actions in this fucking space. Bitch. Do I move?
So
I look like I write tiny.
I feel like I need.
Bring me Chris
The-
Perkins' head.
Wow.
No, it's okay. He retired.
Aw.
Yeah.
Somebody else did.
I did love that. What's it called? Where they do the one shots for
Oh.
and get all the different.
Acquisitions Incorporated.
No. The like one shots that they do every year for like Wizards of the Coast. and
For
they bring-
PAX East, right? Or PAX West?
maybe.
Yeah, it's
But
usually
he
like
did into
Chris Perkins
Avernus
games.
or whatever. Yeah, the Avernus thing,
Yeah.
and had it where descent into Avernus, and had them like where they're on a giant like car thing that like went off a canyon and landed like inside the canyon and was like falling over, and everyone started like without half dead and all this other shit, like super hardcore mode. It's
great.
awesome.
That's where I got the idea, not that specific one, but from a charity one-shot that Chris Perkins ran, is where I got the idea for the poison and ore, fang, and fur, where it's like, okay, everybody roll every die that's on the table, and that's how much damage it does. It was like a charity goal that they met, and that item was introduced, and the reactions were just so good that I was like, I can recreate this.
I
And
think
it
it
worked
was
out.
Chris Perkins that was running the Tomb of Annihilation one shot they were doing, where
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just like a ziggurat, and then like everyone was fighting on top of it, and if your character died, you just had like another character run out. But like if your character died, he would just like take your character sheet and like rip it in half. And that was like that character was done.
Hell yeah.
I think you're right. I think I needed that one. I'm
Is
thinking.
anybody going to be a little mushroom guy?
Man, okay, so
You could be half mushroom, half frog.
Ooh, you could be a
Oh.
mushroom guy, and you could flavor it as barnacles.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking of being a little robot guy,
Oh,
a
robot.
little droid,
Hell yeah.
maybe even like.
What
Oh,
a
robot
ragtag
droid.
band of pirates will be.
I was
You could be made of trees and
I was thinking about having him only communicate in whistles and like hums,
Fucking R2D2 over here.
and then like somebody in the group can speak my language, and when I talk to them, it'll be like this.
I don't know if that'll play well for for audio.
Well, you see.
I mean, that voice is fine. The whistles is more what I'm worried about. That's one of those like concepts that I'm always like, oh, that would be fun to like to play a Kenku that can only say certain things. But then I'm in practice, I'm like, I want to speak so badly.
yeah.
I have an idea that I would like to communicate, but my character cannot.
When I did that,
But
there was one other player that could speak telepathically, but I think they forgot that. And I was just like, speak to me, please. Just one. Just one, speak to me telepathically.
Yeah.
That was fun, though. I like that character concept. I just never,
Mm-hmm.
are there like, so there's other pirates?
Yeah.
Like a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So this world is, I'm viewing it kind of like what we've talked
It's
about.
one PC.
It's like a ton of islands that just kind of like speckle this globe.
So like,
All right, I think I've got it all figured out.
Nice. What class do you want?
I'm going to do Wayfinder Ranger.
Ooh, hell yeah. Rangers look so rad in this one.
you're gonna be up in like the crow's nest, pointing
Yeah.
us.
I've got like, as Simia, I've got really good climbing abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so are rangers really good fighters in this one? I'm just like I'm just gauging like our strengths and trying to like fill holes.
Yeah. Rangers.
The Wayfinder is like you basically like target one thing or whatever. Or that's the flavor of it.
Yeah.
And you're like a really good hunter.
Yeah, Rangers do have spell casting. If you go, oh, that's Beastbound. Wayfinder. Yeah, they have spell casting, so that's good. You can use magic weapons and stuff. Ruthless Predator. +1 to your proficiency is rad. Yeah, good at pathfinding, good at damage. Your hope feature is rad as a ranger. You can spend 3 hope, and when you succeed on an attack with a weapon, you can use that same roll against 2 additional adversaries within range of the attack.
Do you want that?
Which I really like the way that that's written, because that could also be like if you are using like a bow and doing damage to something that's in like far range, you can spend 3 hope and then target 2 other creatures that are in far range.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it sounds like maybe we could use like a tank and like a primary spellcaster. If that's.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
The druid will probably be pretty tanky
Oh yeah, that's true.
because you've got your beast shapes.
I don't know. I'm really looking at the Nightwalker rogue ribbit.
Have
Oh,
Little
hell yeah.
Shadow water creature.
Hell yeah.
I love that too. Like,
I might.
because do you get any aquatic advantages being ribbit?
Yeah.
That's good.
I didn't
That's good.
grab it. I think I'm gonna swap out the Fungrel because the Fungrel sounds like it'd be better for
It's
the
different.
Syndicate rogue, which is all about connections and well connected, and like that's
Oh,
one of the
yeah, that does make
features that
sense.
the Fungrel has is you can use your mycelial array to speak to others of your ancestry, so you can communicate across any distance.
yeah. There's
Pretty
a
sick.
there's a note in one of the campaign frames, the one that's kind of based on Delicious in Dungeon, where it's like, if you play as a fungrel in this setting, you can hear mushrooms scream when they're harvested. So maybe think about how that would affect you as a character.
Oh god.
So
Do I
I,
do these two?
I had this fully formed image in my head of you as like a frog Nightwalker thing. Just the scene in Apocalypse Now where Martin Sheen's character is like rising up out of the mud.
Just exactly. I'm thinking that is that thing.
Just a frog doing that instead. Ready to fucking mark someone.
Massive scar over their eyes.
I don't know why. I always picture like tree frog
on
like,
a boat
big red
with
eyes
another
open.
boat, talking to people, and you're just like,
Yeah, wait, what kind of frog are you?
I want to be a like fucked up little dude, probably a little blue guy, kind of like
Yes.
Dongle, Dimple
Dimple,
was.
Yeah.
But like
Dimble's tongue.
Like a little poison dart frog.
I was just like throwing out little catchphrases and voices this morning to be like, all right, we'll find something to like build a character around. And the thing that I landed on was, I want blood. I have bloodlust. And I was like, okay, if you're a freaky little dude that's like, wants to murder, like that'd be a fun little pirate.
Hell
I
yeah.
think.
so I want to climb things. You want to be in the water.
All right.
You went with Goblin? Nice. Goblin D's nuts.
I'm definitely,
dare
I'm definitely, even though it's the character thing, I've got to be an Emperor Tamarind. Like, I
Hell
almost
yeah.
did that for a Warfing Emperor. Like, I was
Yeah.
this close to making an Emperor Tamarind, so.
Hell
It's too bad there's no like Scion class because then you could be the Mind Goblin.
yeah.
You did this to
your
yourself.
seatings.
Grow out my mustache even
Except
more.
my beating.
Real long.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. All
Um,
right, I'm gonna hand these over to you, and then
I have only one
Can I
comment, and this
swap
isn't
for
anybody's
the-
fault. It doesn't really affect anything because it does say etc. next to all of the different things.
Uh-huh.
However, there are some animals that they just kind of put in the same category. Like all sharks. Sharks be different.
Yeah, but I get
Whale shark is not the same as a like great white.
yeah,
Well,
but I
yeah,
really
that's
like
right.
shark though.
I really
Well,
like the
yeah,
way that
but-
they laid out your beast shapes though, because compared to
yeah,
other
it's very
tabletop
open.
systems, it's like instead of just being like, I feel like D&D hard pivoted because initially they were like, you can choose from beasts of this CR, but there's only certain ones,
Yeah.
and like there's always going to be animals that are left out. And then they hard pivoted into, okay, you can use this one stat block. This one's for swimming. This one's for flying. The end.
Is that how they did with one?
It's what they at least did with like ranger companions in the Tasha's book. They were like, instead of picking a thing, you can summon it as one of these two stat blocks.
Like, if it came with cards, it wouldn't matter.
Exactly.
It'd be fine.
But yeah, in this one it's great because it's like you could be like, you know, some kind of equine creature, which is like horse, zebra, etc.
No, I agree. I'm just suggesting that mayhaps like there's like a nurse shark. That's really different than a hammerhead shark. That's a totally different niche.
Yeah, for sure. Also, you know,
You got to break down the sharks.
Greenland shark, also way different than
Super different.
like a reef shark.
Barely even knows it's alive.
Yeah, might not be.
Or like they have striking serpents, cobra, rattlesnake, viper. What about boa constrictors? They're not
Everybody.
not there.
So those go on either side of your character sheet, and it explains
Cool.
what everything is.
Could I call it
Damn.
Super awesome. I'm glad that they have these.
A boa constrictor. I don't think in this
Matt.
context that would
Oh, sorry.
be
Character
correct.
Sidecar. media
No, I
sheet.
do like very much that there's like difference. They thought
two
about
names?
like how do
Just one
different
extra.
animals
Oh.
function
Yeah.
rather because like if you transform into a bear in D&D it's like cool slash like that's the only mechanic you really have available to you and it makes it very boring to play a druid after like the second battle.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you printed 2 extra, and I bet that they're probably for Kitty and Payload.
Oh yeah. That's right. I was using my brain. Yeah, I do want to play. I really think that Kitty would love the Beast Feast
Yeah.
setting.
It's funny because like all the other ones look so fucking good to me too. The one that's like Princess Mononoke, Legend of Zelda looks really good, as well as the Shadow of the Colossus one.
Yeah,
which is
I-
like Cowboy Shadow of the Colossus.
Yeah, which also this one and the Cowboy Shadow of the Colossus sounded.
Yeah,
fun.
I can't guarantee that I won't steal that mechanic from the Dryland, the Colossal Drylands or something.
All right.
Um,
Let me decide.
Because I really like the idea of
Do you know what
Like
class
that
you
would also
want?
work great for a
So I
sea
have
serpent, or like a giant
these
sea
two
monster.
classes I was looking at, and these two
Yeah,
races.
everything about
Even
it. is-
in other
Could
campaigns
be
and stuff,
hard.
Yeah.
where we already have some giant things.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because like
trying
each
to
of
think of, like,
those
what I haven't
campaign
played
frames has a
in Arcanacrew
specific
before.
like new
Yeah.
mechanic that
I've
it
been
adds. So like there's the
a little
colossal
froggy
combat for
musical
that
guy.
one.
And
There's
I've been a fighter and a wizard.
in the Five Banners Burning. There's
K-pop
the
Guitari Bard.
like how to track the relations between nations and stuff.
It'd be like a bard.
I'm trying to come up with some sort of like a
Uh-huh.
stress-related madness
But
for
like
this campaign.
a real hot, tight little
That'll
cat
probably
boy.
bother some
I have no idea what the context of any of that was, but I'm glad I tuned into.
I was
real
listening
hot,
to you, and at
tight
one
little
point I
cat
had to
boy.
pivot over.
Nothing was gonna shut that one out. Sorry, King.
Yeah, no worries.
Definitely listening.
I was mostly
So-
talking to me.
Matt's just gonna be a K-pop cat boy.
I was talking to everybody,
Oh my god.
Sorry.
but mostly I was talking to me.
There are a lot of really good mechanics so far in all of these, and I really did want to dig into the not modules. What do they call them?
Campaign
frames.
frames.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? No, I can't spoil this. So I just stuck with like the top page where it's like the pitch, the tone and
Explanation.
feel, and
Yeah.
the touch points, which is just oof, oof,
Yeah,
ooh, I
it's so
love
good.
that. Yeah.
This is the most put together TT RPG I've ever seen.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like not only is it put together, but it's like it's so digestible to me. I don't know why. There's so many like reading through Blades in the Dark and Pathfinder, I'm like, this seems really rad, but I cannot remember all of this information.
As
But-
a UX designer, this is what I do for a living. This shit.
The- yeah.
But for some reason, this one, like, reading retention has kicked in, and like it never has before.
Well, see, that's part of like intelligent design of UX UI, because like Pathfinder is just so much data, and it is very
Yeah.
poorly laid out so that it will refer to shit that you don't get to until like a chapter later, or it'll refer back to something that it like barely touched on before. So you never get a full picture of like core mechanics and shit like that
Yeah.
until you read it all and like have to process it. My brain just doesn't want to do that. It's tired all the time.
Yeah.
But
this one,
this like literally lays it out step
The
by step on
cards
a
are game changing for me.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's such a good idea, and also just like from a marketing standpoint,
yeah.
brilliant.
Oh yeah. It's like, hey, we
That's-
got like, let's say they make expansions in the future, which obviously they're going to.
Mm. Yeah, and it's just
Buy
like,
all the fucking
yeah,
cards.
what's
do
the
whatever, yeah.
cheapest, easiest thing to print? There's no binding. They're this
Well,
big.
It's also too like it's super easy for like homebrew to come up with one of these.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I
with
mean?
The
Like-
maker, the card maker. Did you see that?
No.
They've got a card maker online where you can make your own and print them off.
Oh.
Oh, that's fucking rad.
So they've
So,
Like
already
in the same style and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, and their open gaming license is like very open.
Yeah.
well, that's what they're built on. So if they
Yeah.
would
Yeah, it's
It's almost like
They
it was a
closed that
reaction
up.
to a closed gaming. Yeah.
yeah.
it is very genius the way that they've built it so modularly and then so adaptably. Like you can
Yeah.
really just do any kind of flavor that you want.
Yeah.
It's
I like it.
really genius. Great
Uh,
work, guys. Great work.
Yeah, good job, Critical Role and Spencer Stark and
Yeah.
other writers.
Darrington Press.
Yeah. What you leaning towards, Matt?
I might end up being a Catboy Divine Wielder. Catboy Paladin.
Hell yeah.
Cat boy pal.
That's a Guardian?
That's
Or is that
Seraph.
Warrior?
Seraph. Yeah.
Seraph. Ooh.
Holy cat boy.
Holy cat boy.
a meow.
Really good.
Wait, you said what?
A meow.
That was
Instead of
the
like a
that was the
meow.
deciding factor in your mind, wasn't it?
No. It was just
But it had a good.
extemporaneous.
There you are.
Cats do lend themselves to a lot of puns.
Yeah.
I feel
do.
like that's definitely your jam.
Yeah, I was thinking about
Angel.
doing a Catboy wordsmith so that I could do cat puns just like all
Shut
day.
up. What wordsmith is a thing you can do. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's
I
part of the
forgot.
bard.
Oh no.
I love that it's like either you play music or it's horror. You know.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, should I be a Catboy wordsmith?
so we're going to be starting at level 1. So record your level in the appropriate section at the top of your character sheet, and make sure to change it every time you level up.
We need to do pencil.
1.
So Sam, you're what race?
Goblin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, do you not remember all the D's nuts jokes?
Oh, there will be more.
No, there will not. Do I look like a common whore?
Hoover. So yeah, you got your class features. They are already on your character sheets because convenience is key. I believe you guys have all chosen your ancestry.
Yeah.
Which is great. You've got your cards.
Would that be heritage? No, that's the Borns.
Community. That's where we're at now. So next, you'll choose a community from the available community cards. A character's community is influenced by its physical location, values, and goals. So I do have a little blurb for our specific campaign on communities. In a Goldbrine's Grave campaign, the characters are expected to be sailing for a portion of the campaign. If a player wants to create a character whose chosen community wouldn't typically have sailing experience, work with them to determine what skills from their chosen community could translate well aboard a sea vessel. Perhaps an Orderborn character would be comfortable in a position that keeps the peace, such as a first mate or even a cabin boy who keeps the decks spotless with lines neatly coiled. There are countless islands dotting the Wanderrest Sea of varying sizes and climates, with some communities built atop drifting glaciers, tall stony cliffs, or flat, arid desert islands. The following sections describe a few communities in more detail and how they could tie into this campaign, but don't be afraid to work with your players to create a home island that suits their idea for their character. The only ones that I have specified right now are Underborn and Ridgeborn. Underborn and Ridgeborn folk could come from individual lands, or they could both hail from Twainspire, which is an island where one group lives atop arching mountain, and the other lives beneath the overhang of said mountain and in the cave system beneath. One peak, one shadow is the usually what people say when they refer to that island. Though the two communities warred for some time, they currently live in a tentative peace, each content with their lands. In addition, Underborn folk would feel right at home below decks manning cannons, while Ridgeborn folks would have no fear climbing the rigging and keeping watch from the crow's nest. So, the communities are listed in the book. I've also got the cards for them here. Again, if anybody wants to, if any of you find yourselves drawn to similar communities, that's fine. We'll just have to share.
I was gonna go Seaborn.
That makes a lot of sense. That's the one that I didn't include because I'm like, yeah.
Well, I kind of have the idea of like something kind of like Zoo, where it's like a constantly moving community or island.
I like that. Like it's literally like a floating, kind of like, what is it called in Fantasy High? There's like a city that's basically a bunch of ships that are all connected together.
Yeah.
Where
It's
Chungdown Ben
basically-
lives.
There's like, yeah, there's the Guardian too. Forget.
Yeah, the idea is kind of like they live quite literally on the sea.
Leviathan.
Yeah.
That's the name of the city. Yeah, I like that. I was also, so I was thinking like Loreborn, they have this desire to gather knowledge, and there's plenty of, islands that have either, are not widely known or are quote unquote undiscovered by whatever empire rules the majority of the islands here, the world government, if you will, that are untouched. So there's, tons of ancient artifacts and magical knowledge and things to find if you wanted to go Loreborn. Let me look up the other communities. Slyborn makes sense as well for anything because pirates.
Yeah, I'm thinking Slyborn or Wildborn.
Hell yeah.
Thinking Highborn or Orderborn.
Oh, interesting. Highborn, yeah, could be part of like the ruling merchant
Did you
class.
say something about a wandering group of things? Because that's one too.
That could
I
also
see that.
work.
Yeah, Wanderborn is like nomadic peoples. But I feel like Seaborn specifically is what you were aiming for, because Seaborn does say like you could come from a community that literally floats on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to lean into the more
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Seaborn.
Nice.
like with with being a ranger, assuming a ranger, it would make sense to go Wildborn, but I think Slyborn could also be fun to just be like more kind of criminal or whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'll think on it.
I don't know which druid I like.
I'm thinking either Slyborn or Underborn. Well, I mean, Slyborn makes sense, but it's like this is going like so rogue. Just really,
The roguiest
really
rogue you can rogue.
Yeah.
hammering that shit home with the Nightwalker shadow and all the like midnight domain shit.
way, Rosestone is in town tonight.
Yes.
Oh,
cool.
cool.
They're going to pick some stuff up from Kitty, and then they might be coming by Hemlock if anybody
Nice.
wants me to hit them up.
I had planned on joining if they were going to be hanging out for a bit.
Yeah.
Got like one errand to run, and I should be free for the rest of the day.
Oh, yeah. Weird.
So yeah, and I haven't written a lot of these out. I only got to the one. I I was having some nausea, and I have a prescription of Zofran, which is like an anti-nausea thing that you dissolve on your tongue, but it also causes drowsiness. So when I was writing this, I was like fighting for consciousness at 1 a.m., waiting for Sam to get home. So I only got through the Twainspire one, but there are typically in campaign frames, there are like questions that you ask during the session 0 to sort of flesh out your character's backstory.
I think I'm going with Slyborn.
And the questions that I
more
had,
interesting.
if any of you are interested in being from Twainspire, are what lie were you told about the war between your people and their counterparts on the other side of the island? What sacred space, object, or belief does your people hold that others misunderstand or don't respect? And
that's fun.
if you had to choose between saving your people or saving the tentative peace on Twainspire, which would you choose and why?
Yeah, I think I'm going Slyborn. I think that fits the character I have in mind better.
Hell yeah.
Cracking a pack.
Crack a pack.
Because otherwise, I feel like it leans too much into I just climb things and whatever. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you could also swing on things. Brachiate, I think that's called.
don't know,
I did like that
specific word for it.
There's
Wildborn. You get like basically stealth. Added
light,
stealth,
but
yeah.
your movement is naturally silent. You have advantage on rolls.
Which
to move
seems pretty
without being
Slyborn too.
That could be sick. I'm thinking, okay, where's this little frog person from? Are they from a community of cutthroats and scam artists? Or Wildborn does sound good if they're just like a little jungle community, like a little swamp or bog community or something. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
So, like, if you're robbing
Well,
someone,
if
you
you're-
can go rip it. And if you're stabbing someone, you go
If-
stab it.
That would actually pair really well.
Oh, you old dog.
I just imagining you like coming out of the water, the ambush stuff, and that would pair well with that too.
Well, I kind of like the idea that he's like from a relatively peaceful, like chill ass society, and then just somewhere along the way, he just got bloodlust. He became a pirate.
Someone at the coffee shop
You're
called him by the wrong name, and it just pushed him over the edge.
The twitch in the eye. And
falling down.
Yeah, exactly.
What
The
is
frog.
like an evil version of Kobe from One Piece, just like got on the wrong ship, was trying to go fishing, and was like, "Oh shit, this is a pirate ship. I guess I'm a pirate now," and then really leaned into it.
I guess I'm a pirate.
I That's
So,
cool. I think-
worth
I think
noting,
it was Wildborn.
this campaign will be equal parts,
Yeah.
sort of like we'll start in what are called the Coin Tide Isles, which is like a very like merchant run series of islands that are kind of clustered together, where there's a lot of trade that happens. I had a little blurb about them, where wealth and treachery flow like the tides. So there's a lot of corrupt Navy officials from the Empire, which is probably just what I'll use to refer to the ruling government here because it's easiest to remember.
I'm gonna get in fights with them.
Oh yeah. So it'll be equal parts, sort of like getting our setup there and doing our inciting incident. Like we'll probably play through the death of Captain Calidus, so that we can kind of see that happen. Then another part of it will be sailing. There will probably be some ship battles. The classic two ships sidle up and then there's a battle across the decks, and then a good chunk of it will be on Whalestrom Isle. So that's going to be kind of like the closer that you get, the more we'll dive into like the madness mechanics and like things there are weird and strange. But your goal is to take this body and find the treasure and put it on the treasure, basically. Some of you might have personal goals to then take some of said treasure. But I originally had this idea from something that Taylor was telling me about, but I didn't want to like directly rip it from him because I know that he wants to run something similar. But the idea of like you have a fallen party member and you're carrying out their last wish. He was talking specifically about how in, I think, Indonesia, they do sky burials where they'll like take a body up to the top of a plateau and leave it there, and then like vultures come and like eat the body, and that's like them returning to nature within their culture. And I was like, oh man, that's a really cool idea to just like have a group of adventurers where it's the opposite of a fetch quest. It's like you've already lost a party member, and now you're just taking their body where they wanted it to be.
Did you ever play the God of War? Not Ragnarok, but the newer God of War?
There's one newer than Ragnarok?
No, but I'm saying not the original God of War, but God of War, the second one.
I haven't finished it, but I've gotten up through like meeting up with Tyr and helping him.
No, the one before.
Oh, then yes.
Yeah. Because that's basically the whole point of that game.
Oh yeah, very true. Yeah, it's like the mom's dying wish. It's like take him up
to the highest peak. Yeah.
Such a good game.
I know.
Good story.
Fun would it be to be like a little Prince frog that's just like, no, I want to kill. I want blood. Just like abandons this life of opulence. So it's like a very prim and proper mother. Like, darling, you need to come home. No,
That would be
need
hilarious. Like
Yes.
a highborn.
Are there ship mechanics for this?
There will be, but I don't think I'm gonna go super in depth with
Okay,
them
cool.
because that's always one of those things where it's like,
It can get too much.
it's like on paper it sounds fun and it could be fun for like a home game, but I think in terms of the show, it might get boring quickly.
Yeah.
Everybody got their community?
So I'm definitely the barrelman, right? That's the person that throws us.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Has everyone chosen a community?
Should I be a rich cat or a monk cat?
Or a what?
What?
Like orderborn or highborn?
What's the personality you think you're leaning towards?
A lot of like, just like cleaning myself and like,
Leaning into the cat, judgmental cat.
looking around.
Experience.
Yeah,
Could go either way.
I know.
What class did you choose?
I feel like you would, knowing you would normally do the orderborn.
I would
So
normally
maybe you
do
should
that.
be rich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get rich.
Hell yeah.
I'm fucking
Or
rich.
Brian.
We're playing against types.
So what are we at so far? We'll go around and say what you've chosen. We've got Sam first.
I am a Seaborn Goblin Druid,
Hell yeah.
What's your subclass?
Warden of the Elements.
Ooh, Avatar style. What about you, Matt?
I'm a highborn Qatari divine, whatever, divine sword. Hold on, I I put the card back because I was getting the card out of the thing, and I forgot what it was called. I'm
Okay.
sorry. The
You're always doing this.
I know.
Highborn Qatari Seraph
Divine Wielder.
Divine Wielder. Neat.
Emperor Tamarind, Simia, Wayfinder Ranger, Slideborn.
Hell yeah.
Doing the Wildborn Ribbits from Rogue Nightwalker.
Fuck yeah.
Just a really weird combination of words when you say what your character is.
Yeah.
Love it.
I feel like my guy needs to be smoking a cigar all the time. You just see a cherry up top, it just like lights up at night.
I'd like that.
I like that.
He could have a real cool pirate voice too. That would be fitting.
We're not gonna fuck with languages. We're just gonna say that everybody speaks a common language in this world. There's a ton of ship travel and trade, so it makes sense that everybody speaks a common language. Now we're going to assign character traits.
Oh.
Oh, thank you. This is the part of the episode where Cameron takes pills so he can eat in an hour.
Woo!
I should have
Can I-
also taken her pills, but they're out.
You can go grab them if you need them.
What kind of pills y'all need?
Mine are brain pills.
I got it all, baby.
Never liked pills.
I don't take
Like even
pills.
pills that were prescribed to you.
All right, so trait modifiers are the values associated with each trait. When you make an action roll using one of these traits, those are agility, strength, finesse, instinct, presence, and knowledge. That trait's modifier is added to the roll to determine the final result, or subtracted from the roll for a negative modifier. Distribute the following starting modifiers across your character's traits in any order you wish. You get 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1s, 2 zeros, and 1 minus 1.
2 plus zeros?
Yes.
Or minus 1?
Yeah. When distributing these modifiers, consider what actions you want your character to be good at, what weapon you want to use for your attacks, and what kind of spellcasting you'll be doing, if any. So, you'll see on your character, it should be on the cards, it might not, it might be in the book itself. But if you are a spellcasting class, you should have a spellcasting trait. So I would make a note of that when assigning your trait modifiers.
I do have a spellcasting trait.
I think
It is strength.
I think all of you do. Yeah, I think you all have spellcasting of some kind.
Do we all get like some kind of magic, like in Chrono Trigger? Like everyone gets a little bit of magic
I think so.
as a treat.
I guess it technically depends on your subclass.
I'm just gonna go with suggested because I've fucked around and found out the first time I played a game, and
So worth noting, your evasion is based on your class and is already built in. We'll get to that in a moment. Yeah, we'll get to that in a moment. For now, just distribute your traits.
do they go in the big box or the little bubble?
They go in the big box, I believe.
Did I
You need to refer to your trait modifiers as values. If a card or effect references your agility, presence, etc., a +2 would be considered 2, a -1 would still be considered -1. For example, if a domain card tells you to place a number of tokens equal to your character's knowledge on that card, and their knowledge is +3, you would place 3 tokens on that card. They have a negative modifier in that trait. You instead would place no tokens on the card, unless otherwise noted. So, we'll get into tokens in a little bit, but tokens you can use pretty much whatever you want. These are technically my fear tokens, which are these little skulls that I will track by moving them to the left when I have one. When we play our first session, there are 4 of you, so I will have 4 fear to begin.
So Sam, the big box is for your modifier. The little bubble, I think, is whenever we do level ups. You can only upgrade them like once per tier or something like that. So You're talking about the little bubble next to the.
Yeah.
You'll bubble it in when you take like level up thing,
Yeah.
so that you can't level one thing up more than once. I think.
Which
we'll
I
have
believe-
to check that, and when we level up.
Yeah.
It was just something I remember Matt Mercer saying.
Yeah, which I believe you can also on that secondary
Yes.
page, you've got your level up information at the
Yes,
bottom.
yeah.
Those are also little boxes you can check off to keep track of what you've done on level ups. So we're starting in tier 1 at level 1. As soon as you level up to level 2, we'll enter tier 2, which is levels 2 to 4, and then so on and so forth, as is listed there.
Yeah, so one of the things you can do when you level up is gain a +1 bonus to 2 unmarked character traits and mark them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Got it.
Which I really like this level up system of like
I
really
wanna-
personalizing what it is that you get better at.
Yeah, I want to see
Maybe
how
a
it
dumb
plays
cowboy.
out because I'm like, this looks really cool, but I can also see myself getting frustrated. Like, I want it all. How do I choose?
Yeah. So yeah, let me know when you guys have your trait modifiers distributed.
I have assigned mine.
So how do I do it?
You get there's a
Yeah. So
+2, +1, +1, 0, 0, -1, and you assign
+2, +1, +1,
0,
Zero.
0.
0, 0,
Minus.
-1.
yeah, you distribute those however you want in
You have
your
a second
traits.
page that tells you
What they recommend.
suggested. And then if we want to go over
Yeah,
what the
probably do
actual
all that.
abilities mean and what they apply to, I mean,
I can read through that
Yeah.
for our viewers at home who may be unfamiliar with the system.
Oh, I did not do the suggested traits.
So, agility is used to sprint, leap, or maneuver. High agility means you're faster on your feet, nimble on difficult terrain, and quick to react to danger. You'll make an agility roll to scurry up a rope, sprint to cover, or bound from rooftop to
More
rooftop.
agility than presence.
Strength is self-explanatory: lift, smash, or grapple. Finesse is control, hide, or tinker. A high finesse means you're skilled at tasks that require accuracy, stealth, or the utmost control. You'll make a finesse roll to use fine tools, escape notice, or strike with precision. Instinct is what you use to perceive, sense, and navigate. So kind of like perception and survival from D&D smashed into one. High instinct means you have a keen sense of your surroundings and a natural intuition. You'll make an instinct roll to sense danger, notice details in the world around you, or track an elusive foe. Which I think that would also, insight would be included in that as well. Presence is charm, perform, deceive. A high presence means you have a strong force of personality and a facility for social situations. You'll make a presence roll to plead your case, intimidate a foe, or capture the attention of a crowd. And finally, knowledge. Recall, analyze, and comprehend. High knowledge means you know information others don't and understand how to apply your mind through deduction and inference. You'll make a knowledge roll to interpret facts, see the patterns clearly, or remember important information.
Do we have anyone that's like a face for this group? Because maybe I should switch agility and presence. Like it suggests.
You should.
Yes, Seraph, your spellcasting is presence, correct?
Strength.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I
According-
would switch that up.
According to this card, anyway.
Wait,
Spellcast trait, strength.
where? Agility. Cool. Hell yeah.
I do get like a special feline instincts thing as a Katari for agility anyway. When I make an agility roll, I can spend 2 hope to re-roll my hope die. So, like, I guess I'm already good with agility anyway.
Hell yeah. All right.
wait, nothing gives us like nothing gives us modifiers to our actual abilities, right? Based on what we have so far.
Correct.
Okay.
That is what we will cover now, I believe. So, step 4. Has everybody got their traits allocated?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Mhm.
So, it's time to take a quick break from making choices and instead fill out a few sections of your character sheet. First off, evasion. Your character's evasion reflects how hard it is for adversaries to hit them. Your class's starting evasion appears right beneath the evasion field on your character sheet. Copy this number into the evasion field.
Wait.
And
So you're
none of
yeah,
our
so you're-
Where?
12.
I can
none of
roll
our
character sheets.
abilities influence that, or
No.
okay.
I mean, I
Not
gained
at level
a
1.
normal +1 to evasion as a Simia.
Huh.
But
Yeah.
so do I just add it there? Since would it be all the time?
Yeah, because it's part of your ancestry.
Okay.
Copy this number to the evasion field. When an adversary makes an attack against your character, the GM rolls an attack against your character. I'm sorry, my eyes are skipping around. The GM rolls against their evasion to see if the adversary succeeds. You can choose how your character's evasion manifests within the narrative. A wizard might avoid blows with shimmering arcane shields or bat away an adversary's spells, while a ranger nimbly dodges out of the way of attacks, and a warrior parries, blocks, or dodges. Your character's evasion starts low, but that's because it's not their only means of avoiding damage. If they're hit, you'll also have the opportunity to reduce the incoming damage using armor, which we'll get to in a little bit. Next, let's talk about hit points and stress. Your character's health and well-being are represented by hit points and stress. Hit points, sometimes called HP, are an abstract reflection of your physical fortitude and ability to take hits from both blade and magic. Each class starts with a set number of hit points. Stress reflects your ability to withstand the pressures of dangerous situations and mental strain. Every class starts with 6 stress. So you will see on your character sheets, you've got your HP, that's those little chiclets here, and your stress are right below those. As you level up and gain more, you can take a pen and basically like fill in the outline of these grayed out hope and HP and stress. And
This is kind of like how they do it in Vampire the Masquerade for damage, because
nice.
they also have like a physical and like mental damage trackers also.
that's rad. Hope and fear. Hope and fear are currencies used by the players and the GM to represent the way fate turns for or against the characters during the game. You all start with 2 hope, so you can go ahead and mark those in the hope field of your character sheets. Fill in those little diamonds. Anytime you roll with hope on your duality dice, meaning your hope die rolled higher than your fear die, you gain a hope, even if you fail against the DC. To a maximum of 6. During the game, you can spend hope to help your character's allies apply their life experiences to challenges, which we'll get to those in a second as well, and empower their spells and abilities. So you'll notice each of your classes has a hope feature, which is in your hope section, listed right below those, where you can spend 3 hope to do a thing. So I would recommend not hoarding your hope. If a situation arises where you want to spend a hope, you should do so, because the moment that you roll with hope on your die, then you'll get another one back, and hopefully that'll be happening half the time at least. If you instead roll with fear on your duality dice, meaning your fear die rolled higher than your hope die, I get the fear that I can mark up here and spend later to make complications for all of you.
Oh, you monster!
There are also some monsters that have fear effects where I can spend a certain amount, similar to your hope effects. So I can spend a certain amount of fear to make them do a thing. So
All right,
that's
everyone,
fun.
we got to roll good all the time so he never has any fear to use against him.
Okay, so next we'll choose starting weapons, armor, and other items for your characters. Yay! You can use physical weapons to attack your foes, and if you have a spellcast trait, which I think all of you do from your subclasses, you can instead choose. You can also wield a magic weapon. So, at character creation, you can choose either a 2-handed primary weapon or a 1-handed primary weapon and a 1-handed secondary weapon, and then equip them. There are weapon suggestions at the top of your character guide, which is the second page that you have, I believe. But if you want to choose your own, you can choose your own. You've just got to make sure they come from Tier 1 in the primary weapons tables, which I will pull up yonder.
I don't want an axe.
Do you remember what time I took that Caraphate?
1240.
Excellent. Just gonna set the timer or an alarm.
I probably do have to bounce in a second and get ready for work.
For sure. Okay.
We've made a lot of progress.
Yeah, where? Is it just?
Um,
What page are the weapons on?
That's what I'm.
115.
Ah.
There's this handy thing in the very front of the book that tells you what page.
I
it is.
was looking.
Yeah, I was looking.
It
I was
not-
looking in the preparing for adventure chapter.
Yeah,
There we go.
like I could not find it.
So, some of these weapons at tier 1 have a feature to them. Some of those features are good, some of them are not. Rather, some of the features have negative effects that are offset by another aspect of the weapon. For example, a halberd is cumbersome, so it's -1 to finesse, but the benefit is that it has a longer range than most weapons. So in Daggerheart, there are the range system is very loosey-goosey, as is like the wealth counting system. So there's melee range, which is basically like you're right up on a creature and can fight it and hit it, with a melee weapon. Then there's very close, which is, a little bit further outside of melee. I think their description is like the length of the long side of a card is very close if you're using a map. So like yay long. Then there's close, which I forget. All of this is in the book, and I'll have more down when we start playing. But do be mindful of the ranges as well as the features when you choose your weapons. Then you can add those into your inventory, whatever you would like to use within tier 1. Keep in mind there are physical weapons and magical weapons. So if you want a magical weapon, all of you have spellcasting abilities, so you can use magical weapons if you want to. Also keep in mind you can only have one two-handed weapon or a one-handed weapon and a secondary. Basically 2 one-handed weapons, primary and secondary.
So their suggested weapons for the rogue are primary weapon is a dagger, 1d8 plus 1 damage. But their secondary weapon is not in the physical weapons table or the magical weapons table. It's called small dagger, which is just a d8 damage, one-handed, but paired is +2 to the primary weapon damage to targets within melee range. And so I guess that's just something they included on the character sheet, but not in the book so far? I don't know.
That's odd.
So
Unless there's like... Oh, maybe there's is there secondary? There's got to be secondary.
Yeah, because there's
That's
a
what it
primary
is.
weapons table.
And then all the tiers of that, and then... Nope. Nope. I have no idea. There it goes. Okay, yeah, it's farther down.
124.
125. Yeah.
So,
Oh, there you
Okay, never mind.
guess
Yeah.
one of the good things about magic weapons is they do magic damage.
are. Mm-hmm.
Because otherwise,
Well, some of
like,
them do.
Yeah.
Well, all the magic ones show that they do magic damage. There's
Oh,
like
yeah, yeah.
physical damage and there's magic damage.
Yeah, sorry, I was looking at the secondary weapons.
Oh shit!
Um,
Returning blade is sick.
Yeah, also very handy if you're going to be on the ocean.
so like, one of these is like Hallowed Axe, which is like the one-handed one. Like I would think that maybe we could swap that out for like a sword that does like the same damage or something.
Yeah, you can flavor it however you want.
But I was also looking at those arcane gauntlets.
Okay.
I could just like
We can finish up.
Mm-hmm.
I could
with
throw
you
pause
sometime throughout the week.
the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
Hey,
okay.
no sweat. We got
They have
most. We
little-
got most of the concept down.
Pads.
Yeah.
I've got pads, and then I can also use my claws, like pop those out of the front. Because I have retracting claws as a Katari, where
Oh, hell yeah.
I can make an agility roll to scratch a target within melee range, and on a success, they become temporarily vulnerable,
Ooh.
which means that like everyone's attacks against them have advantage.
Yeah.
So like I could scratch someone and then go from claws to fists and pummel them with these arcane gauntlets.
That would be rad.
I just won't have as good armor.
Like, returning blade is finesse, and I've got a +2 agility, but +1 finesse. But still, it sounds fun.
Yeah.
Like, crossbow maybe would be better. But how does damage and attack work? Like, where
So-
did the pluses come in?
So when you make your attack roll, you roll 2d12 and then add your modifier for whatever weapon. So like if you went with what's a weapon that you're looking at?
Let's say crossbow. Or no, short bow.
Short bow.
1d6 +3 physical.
Yeah, so that's the damage it would do. So I believe. Oh. I'm pretty sure that you roll 2d12. Oh, and then add the trait that's listed. So for short bow, you would roll 2d12 and add your agility.
To the hope or just in general?
You add both numbers together always.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So you roll 2d12, add
if-
those together.
If the fear one comes up, how it still would hit
So-
if it hits the thing? Or?
So if you hit their, I think on attack rolls specifically,
Yeah.
hope and fear don't play a huge role.
Okay.
But I'll look into that for sure. But yeah, either way, if you hit their evasion score, or technically enemies don't have like they have a set difficulty that's like that's going to be what you save against and also what you need to hit them. So if you pass that, even if you roll with fear, you hit.
Okay.
I think.
But then you would still take fear.
Yes.
Mhm.
And there would be some sort of either in that moment there would be some sort of mixed effect.
Yeah.
Mixed success, or down the line.
Mm.
So basically, like I get it. It gives me a fear that I can then spend right then in combat to have them like attack you back, or because the way that combat works is there aren't like turns. There's just spotlight. So the players have spotlight, and it's kind of like on us to make sure that everybody gets an action in that wants to before we start doing like repeated actions. But at any time during that, I can spend a fear to have the enemies act.
Mhm.
So theoretically, half the time that you guys are rolling to do things in combat, you'll be rolling with fear. I'll be gaining fear that I can then spend to have the enemies act. So combat can be as high intensity or low intensity as I decide it is, basically, based on my resources.
Scenario. Let's say I'm hanging from a rope trying to shoot something. Would I need...
As a simian, I believe
Could I hang
you can
from my
use
feet?
you can hang from your feet, or you could hang from your hands and use your feet to shoot the bow.
Oh, cool.
I
Yeah.
believe. I think there's actually
'Cause otherwise,
I think
it'd
there's
be
actually
like-
artwork of that in the book.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm really liking the idea of using these arcane gauntlets,
Yeah.
especially because so I have this spirit weapon trait where when I have an equipped weapon with range of melee or very close, which those do, it can fly from your hand to attack an adversary within close range and then return to you, and you can mark a stress to target an additional adversary within range with the same attack roll. So I could just throw a distance punch at someone,
Hell yeah.
or throw a distance
Two
punch
guys.
at two people.
I love
How close is close range?
that. Close range, Let me look at this.
I just realized the returning blade is close range.
Let me actually search it here. It'll probably be faster.
Yeah, I might need to do short bow.
Range close is 10 to 30 feet away.
Oh, it's not
Very close is 5 to 10 feet. Melee is right up in your business.
far.
Is within touching distance. Far is 30 to 100 feet.
I should probably be the sniper, huh?
Very far is 100 to 300 feet. And out of range is anything beyond a character's very far range. It's out of range, can't be targeted. That's page 103, in case anyone.
Right.
Yeah.
I should snipe.
You're our archer, our bow
Ranger.
guy.
Yeah.
You got the monkey bow. Not to be confused
Sure.
with Monkey Bone, the movie.
Yeah, I'll take short bow.
Are you a monkey or an ape?
I'm
I need to know. I need to know which wrong type to call you when I'm mad at you.
neither.
He's a simian.
I'm simian.
Call him a rodent.
Do you know Emperor Tamarin's?
Hmm?
Emperor Tamarin? Mustache.
Oh, like the actual. I thought you were referring to like a fictional character.
Do you know Emperor
Emperor
Tamarin?
Tamarin.
Yeah. Awesome.
So yeah, I really like that artwork, and I love Emperor Tamarin. So
That's great.
Yeah.
so
I guess the only thing to decide is whether or not my character has back abs or not.
Oh yeah, let me know when you guys have your weapons chosen and what you chose.
Where do I inventory weapon?
yeah, I'm doing short bow.
Hell yeah.
Probably just go with what they suggest.
Yeah, I know.
The gauntlets are two-handed.
Yes.
Can you like wear a shield while you're wearing gauntlets? I'm okay with either answer. I'm just curious. I don't know how it works.
I'm not sure. I'll say no for now,
Okay.
but we'll look into it. Are shields listed in the weapons?
There are secondary weapons.
Okay, in that case, yeah, you wouldn't be able to. Because at least at first level, you
Mhm.
only get access to a single two-handed.
But let's say he found a shield later on. Could he wield it? Something
I
to
don't
look
know.
into.
Yeah, I'll
figure
look
it
into it.
We'll figure it out. So I get, if I take a two-handed primary, then I don't get a secondary, right?
Correct.
Okay.
We may have covered this. So if you try to use a weapon that is not in the correct range, so the returning blade is at close range, but if you are in melee or very close, you get disadvantage or something? What is the penalty for that?
I don't think that there is a penalty. I think because if they're within close range, they're also within very close and melee. Or rather,
No.
if they're within melee, they're still within close range. Because that's like 10 to 30 feet is
Okay.
close range.
So, okay. But if they were far,
Then it wouldn't. You basically just wouldn't be
you
able
wouldn't
to
be
make the
able to
roll.
use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. I'm writing this in the wrong spot. There's a whole active weapons thing up here, up top.
Oh yeah.
I blew it!
Wait,
I
what?
mean, there's no.
So
Oh,
like
yeah.
down in the bottom
Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
there's inventory weapon. I was like, oh, here's obviously where I write my weapon because I hadn't looked around
I think.
like a buffoon.
So I'm trying to figure this out. So if my primary weapon is just a dagger. It's not the returning blade. It's only melee, and it has a +1 to damage. But if I do the returning blade, I lose that +1, but it can go all the way up to close range. And then if I have that small dagger as a secondary, I get a +2 to damage at melee.
Mhm.
I
That
think
works.
it's a sick trade-off. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Especially if there's a sneak attack function in this, so
So wait, hold on. Can you do one magical weapon if it's one-handed and one magical if it's one-handed?
Well, I think all of the
initial.
I think all
I
the
think
secondary
secondaries
weapons
are
are just
non-
physical.
yeah, they're non-magic.
So you can have a magical primary weapon and a physical secondary, for sure, if they're both one-handed.
Yeah.
I think that'll be sick.
Yeah.
Just popping out
sounds
of the
cool.
shadow and like throwing a dagger at somebody. That sounds like my jam.
Hell yeah.
I want a melee weapon too.
You'll have to find one.
Yeah, I'll get one. First guy I kill, I'm someone's rapier.
Hell yeah. Assuming that's what he's got. So next, we'll choose your armor.
Actually, rapier would be terrible for me.
This took me a second to wrap my head around, but I think I can describe it in a way that will make more sense. You use armor. I'll just read what's written first. You use armor to reduce the severity of incoming attacks. At character creation, you can choose one set of armor and equip it. The armor table is just past secondary weapons. You've got 4 choices. There is Gambison armor, which is like that sort of padded doublet kind of vibe. There's leather armor, chainmail, and full plate. Gambison armor is flexible, so it gives you +1 to evasion. Leather armor is just kind of like a flat rate. Chainmail armor is heavy, so it gives you a -1 to evasion. Full plate armor is very heavy, so you get -2 to evasion and -1 to agility. The trade-off for that are the base thresholds. So you'll notice on your character sheets, right above your HP and stress, you've got your damage and health. So the armor that you take will decide your thresholds. There are suggestions on your character guides, but you can choose whatever you want. When your character equips armor, record its details in the active armor fields of your character sheet. So those base thresholds will basically go in these 2 spots. So you've got minor damage, and then your lower threshold, major damage, and then your higher threshold. So whatever armor you choose will decide your threshold. So if somebody rolls to attack you and they surpass your evasion, then that hits and they roll damage. What they roll for damage is then compared to those damage thresholds, and if it meets or exceeds one of those thresholds, then it goes up to the next level. So minor damage, you mark 1 hit point. Major damage, you mark 2 hit points, and severe damage, you mark 3 hit points.
Okay.
So if you're wearing Gambison armor and your base thresholds are 5 and 11, and then somebody hits you, and they roll 20 points of damage, that is severe damage, you mark 3 hit points. If they roll a 2 for damage,
Minor damage.
that's minor damage. When armor comes in, not only does it set that damage threshold, but you'll notice that somewhere, up here next to your armor and evasion, you've got all these little shield markers. You can, let's see, I believe the base score, in the armor field at the top left of your character sheet, record your armor score. This score includes the armor's base value, shown in the base score column, plus any permanent bonuses that your character has to their armor score from other abilities. When your character takes damage, you can mark one of the small shield symbols next to your armor score, called an armor slot, and then reduce the severity of the damage by 1 threshold. You can only mark 1 armor slot per attack, and you have a number of slots equal to your armor score. So, you're either going to have 3 or 4 of these available with your tier 1 armor. So basically, you have your base score will be written in the armor section.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you how many of these you can use. So if somebody does that same attack, they roll 20 damage and it would be severe. You can instead choose to mark off an armor slot and move that from severe down to major and take 2 hit points of damage instead of 1. Or you can reduce major to minor or minor to nothing. But once all of those slots are used, you've marked off all your armor slots that are available, your armor is broken and you cannot use them anymore.
Gotcha. That's what I was about to ask next.
Yeah, until you take a downtime activity, which you get, I believe, long rests you get 2, and short rests you pick 1. I think those are also listed somewhere else. We'll talk about those in a second. But you can basically take a rest activity to repair your armor.
How do you roll to hit us?
I roll a d20.
And
then
do you add anything to it or what?
it depends on the creature. Some creatures have an addition, some don't.
Right now I'm trying to think if Zari have like an extra evasion compared to I think most people. I'm pretty high up on evasion. I'm 13, and so I'm wondering if doing the Gambison armor to get +1 evasion at 14 would be better than getting
I mean, that would be great. And it also
higher
makes a
armor
lot
points.
makes a lot of sense because
Yeah.
you would need flexible armor if you're planning to be the
Yeah.
bucket man.
Let's do that.
It feels like it's
Fair.
probably really balanced. So just I would say narrative is probably the best bet
Yeah.
for us to start off with.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be in full plate climbing the rigging,
No.
that sounds hilarious.
Well, it suggests leather armor.
Yeah.
And I was like, I kind of think the extra evasion, especially because now I'm getting +2 to what I'd normally have.
Yeah, I mean,
So
basically,
14 evasion's pretty fucking high.
yeah, basically the gamble that you're taking there is,
Not getting hit versus, yeah.
yeah, if somebody does meet your evasion, then probably it'll take some damage.
Is on this sheet here is heritage the same as ancestry?
Heritage is your ancestry and community.
Oh, it's both. Okay.
Yeah. So that would be Qatari Highborn
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
or Highborn Qatari, whichever order you want to put it in.
Gotta come up with a great cat boy paladin name.
Okay. So your inventory includes
You have a
anything
dog
else?
for a butt. You can be cat dog.
Your inventory includes anything else your character is carrying. The top of your character guide lists all their starting inventory items, which include the following. You've got a torch, 50 feet of rope, basic supplies, which is like tent, bedroll, tinderbox, rations, etc.
Good old soft rope.
In the left-hand column of your character sheet, there's the section for gold. Each of you start with 1 handful of gold.
What if some of us have bigger hands than the other?
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
So it's weird that so bags or gold is tracked in handfuls or bags.
Yeah,
Or chests.
Interesting.
Yeah, 10 handfuls is a bag, 10 bags is a chest.
Dang.
Which I
Okay.
like because it
Yeah.
causes me to not have to come up with arbitrary numbers of you find 32 gold in this particular dungeon.
It's like going into a shop though and being like, "How much is that armor?" And they're like, "I don't know, like a couple of handfuls of gold."
Yeah.
Like, all right.
Yeah, I think it also is meant to just kind of cut down on very long-winded shopping episodes
Penny
and
pinching.
making it just like, you can go in and you can
This
spend
is Chaps' like input.
yeah, you can spend 2 handfuls of gold and get these things.
It's like, can we just not?
Okay, so it tells us to choose between minor health or stamina potion.
Yeah,
I'm
so
assuming that's HP and stress.
yes, yeah, health potion clears HP, and stamina potion clears stress. The way that stress works, I need to be reminded.
So stress is something that any of your actions may cause, and it'll tell you based on that. Which means you have to mark a stress. As they say, I think you can actually impose stress on us based on some of the actions we want to take.
Yeah, sometimes if you succeed with fear, then you'll succeed on the thing that you were trying to do, but it'll stress you out basically. But the idea is, I think once you fill your stress and would then have to mark another, I think you
Take
take
it
a
from your HP.
yeah, that's right. So if you, if your stress is full and you continue taking stress, then you're marking hit points. If all of your hit points fill up, then there's I think 3 things that can happen. But we'll talk about those later. Has everyone chosen their armor?
Yes.
Yep.
All right. And we've got other starting items. You've got your choice between health and stamina. The and either option specific to your class. Oh, and then you've got, a class specific thing in your inventory. This might be on your... Where is this? The inventory in your character guide. There's the and either section where you choose which of those 2 things you have. Those are all class specific.
A bundle of offerings, you say.
Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. So it'll tell you specifically in your class which ones you can or cannot take.
Yeah, so like for a bard,
Where? What?
they can choose either a romance novel or a letter never opened.
That's fun.
The lusty Argonian maid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Druids.
So wait, where is that?
In your character guide,
Small
under the
bag of
inventory,
rocket bones or a
there's-
strange pendant.
It says take, then choose between, and then end either, and it gives you like 2 things.
Oh, like
The
second page.
ropes is like really helpful.
Top middle.
It's a set of forgery tools or a grappling hook.
Yeah. Which makes sense. It's like, are you more of the syndicate type that's going to be forging documents? Or are you more of the shadow type who's going to be scaling buildings?
Can you imagine like big old frog, webbed frog hand, like trying to sign somebody's name?
I'm imagining.
I imagine
Nailed it.
they have to hold like whatever they're writing with, just like
Yeah.
full fisted, right?
Either that or like at the tips of their fingers. It's like all of the fingers. Like there's no. I don't know.
There's
wanna
no
be real
dexterity
wild.
there.
Yeah.
It'd be like
Too
one of
sticky.
those frogs that like breaks their bones out of their hand. and
Excuse
you-
me?
And then you've never heard of them?
Yeah, that came up in Fang and Fur.
Yeah.
What?
But anyway, like you,
What?
like break a bone out and then use it to like pick a lock.
Yeah, there's a type of frog that to defend itself, it'll just like bust out one of its arm bones and use it as like a stabbing implement. It's crazy.
It's like the worst version of Wolverine.
I'm gonna go fucking vomit. Holy shit, that's upsetting.
Um,
I'm not playing a character like that at all.
I really love the idea that you chose a ribbit rogue because it's like, I've got sticky fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Or tongue.
Yeah, the
Right.
tongue is actually the feature of the ribbit. You can use your long tongue to grab onto things in close range. Mark a stress if you want to use it as a finesse close weapon that deals D12 physical damage using your efficiency.
Hell yeah, dog.
Sick. I'm gonna love this creature.
Do I do a trophy from my first kill or a seemingly broken compass?
It's gotta be.
I don't know what a bundle of offerings would entail, so I guess I'll go with a sigil of my god.
Okay.
I feel like I should have a real compass doing what I do.
You couldn't hurt.
Oh, what if the bundle of offerings is like a bunch of fucking cat toys?
How
Like a little fur mouse.
super cute. How often do the domain cards cost you stress? Is that like a super common thing? Because I'm trying to decide if I want the health potion or stamina potion, and I feel like
I feel like it's
I'm squishy.
pretty
My
in between. We'll get to domain cards in a moment.
If
you
I-
can hold
if I-
off on marking what you want to take
Okay.
if you'd like.
I can also heal, like once per long rest, I can touch a creature and clear 2 hit points or 2 stress from them.
That's cool.
My sparing touch.
Hell
That's
yeah.
cool.
Lay on pause.
Aw.
Okay. This might be for us split into 2 sessions because unfortunately now that I've taken my medication, I do have to eat food in 20 minutes. But I want to get through as much as I can. So, background. In your character guide, there are some questions that are the background questions in kind of the middle left section. You can choose any of the following of these to answer and sort of jumpstart inspiration, but we can also, if you want, modify them or replace them to fit the character that you're looking to play. So like a couple of those like if any of you choose to be from Twainspire, you could choose some of those questions instead of the ones that are listed on your sheet. So yeah, you can use those for inspiration, or just write out your backstory in a certain way. But what we should move on to, because this is going to be a little bit more thought provoking, I think. This is a system that I really like.
Me too.
This is where you create your experiences. In Daggerheart, your character's experiences are one of the core ways you express their backstory and expertise through mechanics. An experience is a word or phrase used to encapsulate a specific set of skills your character has acquired over the course of their exciting life. Your character starts with 2 experiences at character creation, each with a +2 modifier, and they'll earn more throughout your adventures. Before creating experiences, you'll want to have a solid idea of who your character is. The background questions are especially helpful for this. When you're ready, work with your GM, that's me, to create 2 experiences that have shaped your character. There's got to be a space for those on here, right?
Yeah, under hope, there's
Oh.
experiences.
Perfect. So, you're also encouraged to add flavor to your character's experience to give it more varied use in play. This is very City of Mist. Almost directly City of Mist. So, for example, instead of just Assassin, you could choose Assassin of the Sapphire Syndicate. Details like this give your GM an exciting faction to weave into the campaign and also make it easier for you to use this experience outside of combat. For example, if your character encounters an ally of the Syndicate, they might be particularly adept at negotiating with that NPC based on their experience. Once you've decided on your character's 2 starting experiences, record them in the experience fields of your character sheet and assign +2 to both. If you're not sure what experiences to take, consider the style of campaign you're playing in and the actions you'll want to perform. In a standard battle-focused campaign, it's never a bad idea to take your character's first experience in something that will help with combat and the second experience in something useful outside of combat. There's some examples. If you wanted to go with like backgrounds, there's Assassin, Blacksmith, Bodyguard, Bounty Hunter, Chef to the Royal Family, Circus Performer, Politician, Runaway, Scholar, Sellsword, Soldier, etc. Characteristics: Affable, Battle-Hardened, Bookworm, Lone Wolf, Observant, Sticky Fingers, Stubborn to a Fault, Survivor, Young and Naive. Specialties: Acrobat, Gambler, Master of Disguise, Sharpshooter, Survivalist. I need water. And air. Phrases: Catch me if you can, fake it till you make it, first time's the charm, I've got your back, knowledge is power, nature's friend, never again, the show must go on, this is not a negotiation, and wolf in sheep's clothing. So these can be kind of abstract. I would say just don't go too abstract.
So there was a good example in the one shot the Critical Role did of somebody had an experience of Look Mom No Hands, is what they called it. I think it gave them a +2 to agility, if I'm not, or no, it was finesse.
Yeah, I mean, so the idea is
No,
anytime...
it was agility. But yeah, it was like you just choose one of the abilities that you would apply the +2 to.
So I think that may have changed since their one shot, because it was still like playtest at that time. I think now it's just if you are attempting something in game that you think that experience applies to, you can spend a hope to add that +2 to your roll in addition to whatever the GM has called for.
Gotcha. So you can, as long as you can justify it, you can apply it to any of the abilities. Gotcha.
Yeah. And that's why it's important to make it not too broad, because the goal isn't to find something that you can just add to every role. The goal is to find something that is specific to your character about certain things that they do. Using experiences. When one of your character's experiences fits the situation at hand, you can use that experience to showcase their expertise. Before you make an action or reaction roll, you can spend a hope to add the experience's modifier to the roll's result before specifically you make an action. Sometimes more than one of your character's experiences is a good fit for the situation. For example, if your character is trying to sneak past a guard in the dark, your I Live in the Shadows and Stealthy experiences would both apply. If it fits for the story, you can add more than one experience modifier to a roll, spending a hope for each.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah. As you grow and develop as characters throughout the campaign, if you find that one of these experiences no longer fits or that it's not something that you're frequently calling on a level up, we can change them out and you can come up with a new one. So yeah, those can be things to mull over, and if you want to like message me throughout this week, we can chat, or if there's anything that jumps out at you from the suggested list.
It's 2 we pick, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to put something now, but I may change it.
Pick 2. And then we'll need to come up with some connections after that.
Yes. Well, next we'll do domain cards,
Oh.
which I have here. Which I can actually get these in order because I know what classes you are.
I know what my domains are, so I can look through
Oh, hell yeah.
those also. Also, all domain card text can be found for reference on page 328.
Oh, perfect.
Splendor and Valor.
Here we go. I really like this on page 25. There's a little illustration that shows like the classes and then the symbols for the domains that each of those classes share. So let's see. Sam is a druid. It's actually going to be faster this way. Sage and Arcana.
So, what does the domain do again?
So we will choose. You have 2 domains as part of your class. You, at level 1, will pick 2 domain cards. You can choose 1 from each of those domains or 2 from one of them. And I have those here. My only gripe with this game so far is using symbols for the domains
Yeah.
instead of just putting the name on them.
Yeah.
But let's see. I can come up here. Do you know what domains you are, Josh?
So, like,
Bone and Sage
Bone
for
and
the
Sage,
Ranger.
yeah.
Okay, cool. So Bone is this one.
One of the Valor domain things is called Bare Bones. So when you choose not to equip armor, you have a base armor score of 3 plus your strength, and use the following as your base damage threshold, which would be 9 and 19. So I could take that, not wear armor, and I would have better armor than the armor that I was wearing.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
So Bone and Sage, you can take 2 cards from these. These are basically like your class features, to put things in D&D terms again. As a rogue, you've got Midnight and Grace.
Damn. There's one where I can get another +1 to my evasion.
There's Midnight.
So I'd have evasion of 15, which, what's yours? 8?
Right now, my evasion is 8, but that's because I'm wearing chainmail. It starts at 9.
There's Grace.
Yeah.
What does yours start at?
12.
Wow.
And I can get it
remember
to
what
15 if I wanted
Do I
to.
share? Is Grace also shared with Druid? Can't remember.
What's your minor damage, major damage, severe damage?
Let me see.
Lower, 5'11".
What do you like? Is it Mark 1 HP, Mark 2 HP, Mark 3 HP?
Druid is Sage and Arcana.
What?
Okay.
So like underneath minor damage, it says like
Yes.
1 HP.
Oh, same for everybody.
And how many hit points total do you start with as a ranger?
6. I mean, same as everybody, right?
I got 7.
Oh, do you? Yeah, I've got 6 and 6 stress.
Yeah, I have 6 stress. Also,
Yeah. Okay, so I'll put these here for Sam. Do keep in mind, Josh, you have Sage, correct? Okay, so that one is shared with the Druid. So you and Sam will be choosing from. You'll both have those Sage options as well, which if you guys end up choosing the same feature, that's totally fine. Just keep in mind that
We'll probably eventually have enough cards to
for
go
sure.
around.
My copy is supposed to get here on Wednesday, so we at that time we should have three versions of every card,
good.
which should be more than enough. But if you just want to keep things varied, so that your characters don't have similar features or the same features, then be mindful of that.
Ooh. Being able to restrain somebody from far away is sick.
That is red.
Might do that one. Definitely not doing that one.
I get prayer dice also.
Yeah, those are neat. That's basically like divination wizard shit, right?
It's kind of like
You have like a number of d4s that you roll.
yeah, it's equal to my spellcast trait. I get those at the beginning of each session. I get those. So
And then you can just like choose to add the number on that die
yeah,
to somebody's roll. That's super rad. Take this back inside.
twit.
Hell yeah. I think I want to hold off on creating connections until next time we get together, because that'll give me more time to work on the campaign frame itself and come up with more questions that we can use that are specific to the setting. So yeah, think about your experiences, message me and let me know what you're leaning towards.
Oof.
I could too.
All right, deception or theft in a pirate game.
Yeah.
I think I'll do pick and pull. All right. So both of those from the midnight.
Trying to think if I want to
So I've got pick and pull and rain of blades. Rain of blades is pretty sick.
That
track
sounds
people
sick.
better or entangle people from far away. That spell.
But yeah, you're all ranged. That's
I know. Like,
no, it's me.
yeah, I know. But also look at that one.
There's a lot of good frog cards in these cards. I was looking through them.
Yeah.
Attack me.
I-
You can mark a stress roll. D4. Any bonus to your evasion. So yeah, you just be like impossible to hit.
Yeah. D4 from range attacks coming to me. Spend a
yeah.
stress level and add it to my evasion.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be Dimble all over again. Oh wait, was Dimble the guy with the sling?
No.
Wait, what was his name?
Pockle.
Pockle, sorry.
Yeah.
Pockle all over again.
Yeah, double pockle.
Yeah. My
I'm thinking very different, but yeah. I kind of wanted to do him with the melee and make it roll swashbuckling, but
yeah. I mean, I feel like
That'd
if
be
you're
dope,
gonna go with all of these boosts to your evasion, you might as well be in the shit. You know,
yeah.
it feels very silly to be from a distance and also knowing like.
Yeah.
I mean, do what you want to do. I just think that feels a little silly to be like, no one touch me.
Swashbuckling would be fun.
A
Yeah.
swashbuckling
Like-
Emperor Tamarand is a great
Like
concept.
swinging in off ropes with a long, I guess it'd be a longsword.
Hell yeah.
Because that's agility for some reason.
Or what is I guess the rapier is finesse in this one?
It's
couldn't
it's like
Or it was presence.
presence, yeah. It's totally
Time to eat food.
meant
It's like
for
a
bard.
charisma weapon. All right, we wrapping up for
Well,
Yeah, this I'll throw in our next session into this record.
Next
I'll throw
time
them together into one
on
episode.
Daggerheart Z.
All right.
And we're back. It's been just seconds for you viewers for the session 0. It's been about a week for us. But I have a lot
Well,
more information now about the world that we're going to be in.
Hell yeah.
So I believe last time we finished up on choosing our domain cards, and we started considering experiences, but we took some time to think about those. So, some updates in terms of background questions for your communities. So everybody has, I think, 3 questions on your little secondary character sheet page. You've got 3 questions for your background, and then we've got connection questions, which are basically you choose 1 or 2 of those to ask your other players to build up how you know each other. I have a few that are campaign specific that I will throw out as well. But in terms of the background questions, I'd say either pick one of those or come up with one of those to answer, just to give yourself a starting point if you need one. But then I've also got some that are community specific. So I think these are the last things that I had last week, right? Did I have questions for the Underborn and Ridgeborn lore?
Not that I was aware of.
Okay.
I heard.
I'll just go through this, just in case. So, Underborn and Ridgeborn folk could come from individual lands, or they could both hail from Twainspire, an island where one group lives atop a tall, arching mountain, and the other lives beneath the overhang of said mountain in the cave system beneath. One peak, one shadow. Though the 2 communities warred for some time, they currently live in a tentative peace, each content with their lands. In addition, Underborn folk would feel right at home below decks manning cannons, while Ridgeborn folks would have no fear climbing the rigging and keeping watch from the crow's nest. Some questions to consider. What lie were you told about the war between your people and their counterparts on the other side of the island? What sacred space, object, or belief does your people hold that others misunderstand or don't respect? And if you had to choose between saving your people or saving the tentative peace on Twainspire Isle, which would you choose and why?
Was anybody Underborn or Ridgeborn?
Mm-mm.
Seaborn, Slyborn, Wildborn. Were you Highborn?
Okay.
Oh, it's fancy cat boy.
In that case,
Catboy.
I will just read, because I've also got specifics for Loreborn, Seaborn, and Wonderborn. I'll just do the Seaborn one. Seaborn characters are the obvious choice for this particular setting, which lends many options for their backgrounds. Perhaps you were part of a man-made city on stilts in the center of the ocean, or a community that finds itself within a series of interconnected sea glass spheres affixed just beneath the Wanderest's surface. Oh. Here we are. You've sailed, these are the questions. You've sailed on many a ship in your youth. Which captain had the biggest impact on you, and what peculiar skill did they teach you that few others know? A major storm overtook your homeland for months when the Black Yonder slowly shifted. What went terribly wrong during that storm, and how did it change you?
Okay, so which captain had the biggest impact and what did they teach you?
Yeah, what peculiar skill did they teach you?
That's just for Seaborn people, right?
Yes.
Does it make more sense to go Seaborn?
That's a great question.
Can I, any way I can glance at the further down the road sage
Yeah.
abilities? I just want to see if, how many of them are not necessarily, nature specific,
Yeah.
'Cause now I'm thinking about going with this one, because it doesn't really have to be nature.
Oh, right.
And then
And kind of fits in this one.
something about a storm.
Yes, a major storm overtook your homeland for months when the Black Yonder slowly shifted. What went terribly wrong during the storm, and how did it change you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if you can go wrong with any of them. Because we're going to be on a ship, we're going to be on the ocean, and then we're going to be on an island.
But it's like, if I'm going more Slyborn and all this stuff, and then I do, like, entangle spells, it's like, where's that coming from?
Ropes,
Figure it
rigging.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I will also say currently the only domain card that is shared between two players right now is Entangling Vine, or Grasping Entangle, or whatever it's called.
Vicious.
Yeah,
Entangle.
I was thinking of going Gifted Tracker instead, because that kind of plays into a more like Slyborn, like tracking someone through a city or all that. Or,
Yeah, for sure.
If only for the way it themes into the character, not because it's, I think, Entangle's way cooler.
Ancestries. I'm just going to read some of this aloud. I don't think it applies to... It might apply to McCall's character, but I think that's it. Because we've got a Ribbit, we've got a Qatari, Goblin, and
Simeon.
The cast freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just so
I feel like that's the world, though, right?
yeah.
I don't
also,
This crew, I don't know.
I mean, there's
Do
people
that.
just like humans running around.
yeah, I'm going to go
We're
through...
the Muppet crew.
I'm going to go
I
through
feel like
the
this
overview.
is the Final Fantasy 9 of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe we should be.
We're not like 16 where it's all German and only
Muppets.
people and yeah.
Muppet Treasure Island.
This should be the campaign that we do.
Muppet
the
H.P.
Muppets.
Lovecraft Island.
Oh man, I just saw a trailer for a game that looks incredible. It's
Yeah.
called Felt That Boxing,
Mhm.
and it's like you
Felt
play
That.
as a puppet, as like a Muppet boxer, and it looks incredible. It looks like actual puppets.
That's like right up a call's alley.
I'm not sure if it's system specific.
I did
Better
try to
be
convince
Switch.
you to run a Muppet campaign.
we just need.
We
You need to
all
quit my
need
job and
more
make
time.
puppets, obviously. That's like my full.
Yeah, I'm gonna read through this overview for the benefit of our viewers. While you guys think about stuff. Thalassar is our world name. Thalassar is a world of vast oceans spotted with islands of every size, biome, and culture. The twin gods, Whirling Jack of the wind and storms, and Deep Jenny of the depths and tides, carry the people of Thalassar either to their destination or to doom. The more suspicious of sailors and sea dogs will make offerings to the twin gods before a long voyage to curry favor, but it's unclear whether such trivial offerings have any impact. For near on a decade now, Captain Goldbrine has been a scourge on the ruling merchant class of the Cointide Isles, or rather, their goods and wealth that sail the Wanderest Sea. Captain Goldbrine always fancied himself a real Robin Hood type, stealing from the wealthy and giving a fair portion back to the poor. The heft of respect that Captain Goldbrine withheld from the merchants of Cointide, they devoted to the Wanderest Sea, and for good reasons. Sometimes called Deep Jenny in an attempt to ward off her ire, the Wanderest Sea gets her name from her disposition. Wander her too long and she'll show you to your rest. Goldbrine had no intention of finding their rest among the waves of Deep Jenny. No, they had a special little spot picked out beyond the Black Yonder, an eternal storm where the winds have teeth. At the heart of the Black Yonder, legends tell of an ever-moving island that follows the eye of the storm. Only the deftest of sea dogs could navigate to this island without finding themselves and their worldly possessions in the drink. Captain Goldbrine was rumored to have made the trip numerous times, single-handedly. In fact, they are said to have found secret passage safely to and from the island, so sound that they've been using Whalestrom Isle as their own personal treasure trove. If Goldbrine's last gargled words are to be believed, then those rumors must be true. Their final gasping wish to be laid to rest among their hoard on Whalestrom Isle in the Black Yonder. Due to the nature of Goldbrine's mysterious death... Sorry, my fucking... If I don't use this keyboard frequently enough, it just turns off, and then the giant keyboard pops back up on the iPad itself. and
Excellent.
Rude.
I lose my place. Goldbrine's mysterious death, drowned in salt water in the middle of a bone-dry inn. Many of the Goldbrine crew have scattered to the wind, with some claiming the voyage is cursed, and others who seek to make the trek and find the treasure for themselves. Word spreads quickly in the Coin-Tide Isles, and soon 1,000 hopeful ships had launched. Pirates, corrupt Navy officials, and merchants alike, all seeking the lost Goldbrine fortune. Even among those who have the luck to make it to Whalestrom Isle and the Black Yonder, survive not only the journey, but the mysterious inhabitants that lurk therein. Only one crew will live to see a cut of the Goldbrine treasure. Make you go away. I can't. Okay. So, ancestries. I added to the touchstones of this campaign as I was kind of doing a little bit more of the world building in my head. I've added Dishonored, if anybody is familiar with the Dishonored games.
They're so good.
Yeah. So
alright.
I'm kind of leaning into it.
I had to play them for school, and I was just like,
You had to play them for school?
yeah, I was in the arts and technology program. Like, it was just
Sure.
game design. Like,
I
also had to
for
play-
art too, and they just were mean. That's all that happened to me.
yeah, it was like game design stuff. So like, I had to like play 3.5 D&D too. I was like, this was the greatest program ever, and now I'm in super debt for it. But
Worth it. But from a purely aesthetic point, it's a big inspiration for me for this campaign in particular. Particularly the sort of like oil punk situation that's going on. It's like steampunk, but instead of steam powered and cogs, it's all like a processed oil from a living creature that becomes a thing. Yeah, so there's these leviathans in the sea that are basically these big eldritch sea creatures with a bunch of eyes, and are like, you know, some of them are ever shifting, and looking at them makes you go mad and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
But they're hunted down, and their blubber and, you know, eyes and things are processed into leviathan oil, which is what the world runs on. So, specifically for clanks, clanks from Thalassar are commonly made from wood and iron, though steel and stone are used on some isles. Clanks run on processed leviathan oil, which can be costly if you plan to purchase it outright, but there's always the option of commandeering someone else's supply, or, deep Jenny willing, harvesting it yourself from a leviathan of the deep. Fungrals. While many fungrel resemble mushrooms on the various isles of Thalassar, seaborne fungrel oftentimes closely resemble clusters of barnacles, sea anemones, or even jellyfish. And then Dracona, Fairy, Galapa, and Ribbit. Due to the odd nature of Thalassar and its sprawling seas, some Dracona, Fairy, Galapa, and Ribbit resemble the diverse and varied leviathans that lurk in the depths of Deep Jenny. They often have extra eyes, fingers, and sometimes vestigial arms, legs, and or tails.
I get to be a freak.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Then we've got some player. I basically went through the campaign frames and made a campaign frame for this setting. So I've got like player principles, seek the strange, embrace the deep. Goldbrine's Grave campaign frame, while having many horror aspects, is mainly about heroes who rise up in the face of danger and terror to honor a fallen friend. Though your characters may be afraid of what awaits in the darkness, don't be afraid as a player to seek out the strange and eerie. Taking on madness and stress builds character. Hold fast to your crew. Loyalty, not blood, binds you. Don't hesitate to stand up for your crewmates, whether in combat or sticky social situations. Let trust and betrayal shape your character's fate. After all, a deep trust makes a betrayal all the sweeter within the narrative. Tell tall tales and live larger ones. In Thalassar, legends are born in the telling, but your characters will be living them. Don't be afraid to lean into bold moves and colorful actions. Especially within this system, like every role has the potential to be catastrophic or stellar. I feel like a thing that we fall into a lot with D&D is like, you know, make a perception check, make an investigation check, make an insight check, and a lot of that is just like, okay, you glean this little bit of information, but because of the nature of the hope and fear die, anytime you're rolling the dice is a chance for things to go very poorly and for me to spend a fear. Or rather, if you fail with fear, I don't even have to spend anything. I can just make something bad happen.
Make something
I make
bad
something bad happen.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Distinctions. So these are these are specific distinctions within a Goldbrine's Grave campaign frame within Daggerheart. Leviathan oil. It is well known that great beasts slither and churn in the depths of the Wanderest Sea. In fact, the luminescent violet blood of these leviathans has been processed into quite a potent power source, used for everything from lighting and electricity to feeding planks. Once refined, the oil is highly volatile and is known to cause odd deformities in non-constructs who come into direct skin contact with the luminant power source. So those...
Wait, that's the oil?
mhm. So the
So
ancestry...
it's like madness oil that you can like power things on.
Yeah, it's literally the blood of eldritch beings that's been processed and refined into a power source.
That's like the
Did you ever play
slusho from
Bloodborne?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Forsha from what?
Cloverfield. They were like,
Oh, Cloverfield.
they were like getting the stuff off the bottom of the ocean, and it was an ingredient in this drink called slusho that they sold, and
Slusho?
it was I guess what woke up the Cloverfield monster that attacked
Oh,
New York in the movie.
I didn't know that much of the lore.
I've
Yeah.
never seen Cloverfield.
It was all part of
It's good.
the ARG.
The
into it.
Oh, nice.
sequel is really good too. The but not the third one, I've heard.
Oh, is that the one with John Goodman where he's
Yeah.
like locked a bunch of people in a fallout shelter?
Yeah, it's
the
not-
world. They think the world's ending. They run into a fallout shelter, and he's a weirdo.
It's
Yeah.
not like exactly a sequel.
Yeah, I don't even think it was meant to be one when it was written at
Well,
first.
I think that it was, and then they changed like what was going on outside
Yeah,
for some reason. But anyway,
Yeah.
it is good. I like it a lot.
3 if by sea. Thanks to innovations with processed Leviathan oil, sea travel, while still fraught with dangerous weather and creatures, has become much more accessible to smaller crews. Forsaking lookouts, harpoonmen, and other various safety and comforts, most ships these days could be crewed by no more than 3 willing crewmates. Keyword willing. And then we've got...
why is that a keyword?
Because if they're not willing, they're not going to help you.
Yeah, but that's just like how things work.
Wanderest Wanderlust. The sea is as much a character as any NPC in a Goldbrine campaign. They say that there are those who carry out odd rituals with seawater to commune with Deep Jenny, and even further rumors that she whispers secrets to those who are willing to listen. Unfortunately, many who are willing to listen do not possess the mental fortitude to withstand the ancient and vast secrets Deep Jenny has to tell. They become increasingly agitated, unable to stand still or stay in one place for too long, always seeking to set sail once more into the waves. It becomes more than a desire. It becomes an obsession. Then there's the Black Yonder, always a dark blotch on the horizon. The Black Yonder is the name that the denizens of Thalassar have taken to using to refer to the endless storm in the Wanderest Sea east of the Coin-Tide Isles. The storm is ever shifting and moving, its borders expanding and contracting like the breath of an ancient being. Some say the storm is the presence of Whirling Jack himself, churning up the winds to favor some and sink others. I will skip past the inciting incident because that's mostly for me. Campaign mechanics. This is where we're going to start having some more options and things to consider on y'all's part. Because I know we already chose starting equipment, but some of you may want to choose to change what you've taken. The Goldbrine campaign. The Goldbrine campaign frame typically takes place in a setting on the precipice of industrial revolution, with many elements of nautical oil punk mixed in. As such, in addition to the base starting equipment, players also have access to the following options. We've got a harpoon gun, which uses the agility trait. It's got a range of far. It does a d6 plus 3 physical damage. It is two-handed, and its feature is hooked. On a successful attack, you can pull the target into melee range. If the target is basically like too big, if you use it on a Leviathan, you could use that feature to pull yourself to the Leviathan if you wanted.
Fuck, I need one of those.
Oil Lock Pistol uses finesse. It works within a close range. It's a d8 plus 2 physical damage. It's one-handed. It's got 6 shots. You'll place 6 ammo tokens on your character sheet. Spend a token to make an attack, and you can mark a stress to regain a token within combat. Otherwise, it resets when combat ends. Cutlass uses the presence ability. Is that what we're calling them? Abilities? Traits. Presence trait. It's a melee weapon, does a d8 plus 1 physical damage. It is one-handed and has the quick feature. When you make an attack, you can mark a stress to target another creature within range. It's for me. Madness. As the campaign progresses, the characters will witness eldritch leviathans horrors that bend the mind, and beings that have been shaped and disfigured by ancient unknowable secrets. Witnessing these horrors or being severely injured by them can cause the characters to slowly go mad. When a player takes severe damage from an eldritch being, takes any damage from a leviathan, or witnesses a mind-bending sight at the GM's discretion, they must succeed on an instinct roll, difficulty of 12, or take a madness token to place on their character sheet. Characters with a knowledge score of -1 make this roll with advantage, as their limited intelligence protects them from pondering the vast and unknown secrets of Thalassar. In addition, characters who... Oh, nope, that's for me. When a character... When a character takes a madness token, they immediately roll their fear die. Just fear, not hope. If the result of the roll is lower than the number of madness tokens on their sheet, they take a scar, which is you mark off a hope slot. Have them describe how they change, either emotionally or physically, as a result of the madness. A character who loses all hope from taking scars because of madness either becomes deformed and goes insane, running off into the wilds of Whalestrom Isle or leaping into the Wanderrest Sea to seek out the nearest ancient Leviathan and do their bidding, or drowns in seawater where they stand, going out just like Captain Goldbrine before them, claimed by Deep Jenny and her eternal secrets. So basically you get the option of like, your character goes mad and dies, or your character goes mad, and I potentially bring them back for the final act to be an enemy. Ship combat and Leviathans. In the Goldbrine campaign, at least 1/3 of the campaign's encounters will take place aboard a seafaring vessel, whether you're facing a band of rival pirates, Empire Navy forces, or a cursed Leviathan from the depths. The GM can consider the ships in combat as mere pieces of terrain, or can use the following optional rules to track the player character and enemy ship's HP for a more harrowing experience. Be sure to get your player's consent to these rules, as it could result in losing their ship to an enemy attack far from safe harbor. So, you guys let me know if we want to use these or not. Sizes for the various ship types are related to how many characters a ship can hold before it becomes overcrowded, with the lowest number being comfortable and the highest number being so crowded that attacks and agility rolls will have disadvantage. So in the first tier, so like where we would begin, you guys would have access to up to a cutter, but the sizes are as follows. There's a dinghy, a sloop, a cutter, a schooner, a galleon, and a bark. Dinghies hold two people comfortably, 4 people overcrowded. A sloop holds 5 people comfortably, 10 becomes overcrowded. For a cutter, it's 10 to 15. Schooner is 20 to 30. A galleon is 100 to 150, and a bark is 300 plus.
Are we part of like a crew? Or is it just us?
We'll get to that. in a
Okay.
moment.
You said that we could pick a ship, but it kind of. Did you? I was trying to write.
That's okay.
You told us to think about some stuff.
Yeah. So each of the ships has a difficulty, just like a monster stat block would, which is basically like if somebody attacks the ship with something that requires it to make a reaction roll, the roll that it makes, or no, sorry, if somebody makes a reaction roll, like say 2 ships crash into one another, both ships would have to make a reaction roll, and their difficulties would basically be compared. So like if a schooner with a difficulty of 14 crashes into a dinghy with a difficulty of 9, the dinghy automatically loses and is going to be the one that takes damage. They have their own set amounts of HP. A dinghy has 3, a bark has 11. And some of them have different features. So like a dinghy, though it is small and can be damaged, it is maneuverable, so it gets +1 to agility rolls to be maneuvered. Cutters are speedy, so they get +2 to agility rolls to flee from enemies. And barks are unwieldy. Their massive size and armor give a -3 to agility checks made to navigate the ship. So we can track that if you guys want, or the ships can just be part of the environment and not have to worry. Like any damage that they take would be flavor and not something that we would have to, something that we could potentially lose and then find ourselves sinking on the ocean filled with leviathans.
So I mean, it could just end the campaign early. That's the thing. Like it could just be TPK.
No, it would just shift how we're doing things.
Underwater, mostly.
It becomes a Snorks campaign.
Speaking of underwater,
Pinocchio, eldritch sea monster,
that could be fun.
live in its belly,
Yeah,
and fight all the random shit in there.
it's got to be good for you in there.
It's like an earthworm gym environment type campaign, but it's like inside of some weird organic thing.
Mm-hmm. Leviathan combat. The eldritch horrors of Deep Jenny's depths are an integral aspect of Thalassar in more ways than one. The processed oil from their blubber and scales and blood are used as a power source, and some seaborne communities across Thalassar have a symbiotic relationship with the Leviathans. Some humanoids care for the Leviathan's offspring when they are young and vulnerable, and in exchange, the adult Leviathans offer protection for the communities, and sometimes even transport whole communities on their backs.
Hell yeah.
As is the case with humanoids, some Leviathans are gentle giants of the deep, while others will attack and devour every ship they see. It goes without saying that there is a high chance that the party may have to do battle with one of these ancient and terrible beings during their voyages across Thalassar. For most Leviathans, you could homebrew a single stat block or use something like the Kraken from the core rulebook and change the flavor to match the setting. For larger Leviathans that are truly colossal, use the Colossus stat block rules from the Colossus of the Drylands campaign frame in the core rulebook. With one exception, in place of the shake-off feature, add a feature called Dive to each body part's stat block. So basically, the way that the colossal combat works is the being is so huge that each of its body parts has an individual stat block, and some of them have built-in kill switches, basically. Like, if you get to the head and deplete the head's hit points, the whole creature is defeated.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of them, if you're like on land fighting one of these colossi, if you take out like 2 of its 4 legs, it falls and is defeated. Dive. GM can spend 2 fear tokens and have the Colossal Leviathan dive deep into the depths of the Wanderest. All creatures that are currently on Leviathan must make an agility reaction roll. Targets who fail are caught in the Leviathan's wake and suctioned to the creature from the immense water pressure of such a quick dive. Targets immediately mark a stress and must succeed on an agility roll of 15 in order to swim back to the surface for air. Successive failures mark a stress. If the character's stress is full, mark an HP instead. That's basically the drowning mechanic. Aside from all of that, I have some session 0 questions that I'm going to ask all of you, and this is where we'll really get started, kind of figuring out who we are and filling in some backstory stuff. So, my first question is, are all of you a part of Goldbrine's crew, or were some of you just in the right place at the right time? I'll go ahead and let you know that we're going to be starting in a tavern, as you do, as one does, called the Crooked Compass. So you could be, a sailor who just happened to be there when the Goldbrine incident took place, or you could be a member of Goldbrine's crew who was there with them when they passed. But I leave that choice up to all of you.
Definitely going crew.
Nice.
I think probably right place, right time.
Okay.
I was trying to find out when we need to leave to get the car.
Oh, yeah, we need to go soon, don't we?
Shit.
So let's get
Two
through these
options:
questions.
crew or right time, right place. For how
I-
did you hear about Goldbrine?
I don't understand. Oh, probably crew.
Okay.
Yeah, I think crew too.
Excellent. I like that. I should make a note of that.
Who's crew and who's not?
Yeah.
We can write it down on our backgrounds. Well, I guess you'd want to know that too.
Yeah. Here we are. All right. So next question is going to be aside from the other player characters with which crewmate. Yeah. Aside from the other player characters, with which crewmate on Goldbrine's pirate crew are you the closest? Matt, you don't have to worry about this question.
Okay.
Basically, come up with an NPC. That's one of your friends from the ship.
What was the full sentence?
Aside
Is there
from the
someone on the crew that you're close with?
Whose crew?
Goldbrine's.
The one that
Who's
we were
alive?
He's dead.
Right.
We were on his crew when he died.
Oh, we
so
were on
it
his
was-
crew when he died.
Yeah.
You can or cannot.
I'll
be.
give you guys I'll give you guys a
I-
minor spoiler.
Hey,
Goldbrine's
listen.
gonna die at the beginning of the campaign. We will witness the death.
Here's the problem here is that we're playing D&D with our friends right now, which is very fun, but I feel like I actually need to be put down. So it's, I'm a little all over the place.
Maybe we should do this later then.
No, it's fine. I'm just trying to figure out what we're doing here.
3, 4. I have 4 more questions,
Okay.
and then we're done.
Okay.
I like to think that I was napping in the sun somewhere on the ship when it left.
So how long ago
Okay.
did this happen?
What, him dying?
Yeah.
So when
It's
the
going to
campaign
happen as soon
begins,
as it-
the campaign's going to open on the tavern, the Crooked Compass. I'm going to ask you guys to describe yourselves and what you're doing in the tavern, so be prepared for that. And then Goldbrine's going to die. They're going to give you their last wishes, and then we're going to be playing the game from there. Prior to that, prior history, the 3 of you were part of Goldbrine's crew, presumably with some other pirates. At least 3 other pirates.
What-
So question 2
What's
was...
Goldbrine like?
Goldbrine is...
A non-binary Robin Hood freak that also
Uh,
cut the pirate.
Yeah. Goldbrine is a very tall, thin, androgynous Inferni. And yes, has a very commanding presence. Tricorn hat. All that good stuff. Long golden locks of curling hair.
We need someone like them to kick off the campaign.
I think I liked Gruff Gus from the crew the best because he didn't speak. He just
Hell yeah.
grunted. It's like Ron Swanson's best friend. To this day, we still never speak.
Yeah.
Gruff Gus, only grunts. Excellent. You guys can also just like write these down and shoot me ideas later if you want.
Crew. Captain Goldbrine.
Yeah, that's going to be the more efficient way to do this. I'll just give you guys all of these questions and text me the answers at your convenience.
Who is your closest crewmate?
What rumor has your character heard about Whalestrom Isle?
You say it's called Maelstrom Island? I'm sorry? Railstrom?
Whalestrom.
Whalestrom.
Wailstrom.
That it's full of whales.
I was about to say it's guarded by a giant eldritch whale. The name, it's wrong. It's the wrong kind of whale.
It's a misnomer.
It's a misnomer.
It's actually supposed to be whale storm, and there's just a hurricane of whales flying around it.
It's a half misnomer. If your character found a windfall of treasure, what would they spend it on first?
Blackjack. Found what?
You okay?
Yeah.
I'll wrap this up. Are we all okay with a potential double cross from another player character in the final act?
Always.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. The next question we can probably avoid, which was just what safety tools should we use to negotiate these conflicts should they occur? We'll probably just handle it.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all close enough as a group that nobody's going to be like, how dare you betray me in character?
I don't know. I did watch that Game Changers episode last night, and they were so drunk and angry at each other.
Is that the drunk one?
Yeah.
Oh, it was so
Really good.
good.
You're all dead to me, and I'm going to bury you in unmarked graves.
If that doesn't win an Emmy, I don't know what TV is anymore.
Yeah, I loved Angela continuing to chime in from behind.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Do we all consent to the deadly nature of the madness mechanic?
Hell yeah.
And
Yeah.
how deadly do we want this campaign to be for player characters?
Like a 0.
Maybe just put Sam's character plot armor.
Yeah.
Just because she's taking the fall for us a lot.
Sam's actually
fine
playing
with
as the ship, and we're not using it.
I'm the ship from Wind Waker. I'm just kind of like hanging out.
Yeah,
God, I would love that.
and we're not using the ship mechanics. So Sam is a
Don't
fixture of
hurt
the
me.
environment.
I've been through enough.
Oh my god, I swear to god, if there's another orca whale death in this, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Eldritch orca whale.
No, I don't know. I mean,
It's
I
got
feel like this
15
setting
eyes.
doesn't really work if it's not pretty deadly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't go like full Age of Umbra, like I'm trying to kill one of you every time there's combat, especially because it is our first time playing this system.
Yeah, don't.
But as we progress and we're getting more comfortable, basically the closer we get to the island and once we're on the island, things will get significantly more dangerous.
Oh.
Is a harpoon gun two-handed or one-handed? Okay, I'll
Two-handed.
get that later.
I mean, if you want to trade it for your,
Kimbo.
because you currently have like a longbow.
No, I
Or
currently
short
have a
bow.
long sword, which is two-handed.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just
So I kind of want
These
to get things in close and then hit them more
Yeah.
than yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Wait, that's a harpoon. Harpoon gun. Maybe you just had like a hook on the end of it.
Oh yeah, you could flavor your longsword to just be the harpoon part,
Yeah.
so that when you come across the gun, you've already got the connection.
That would be
That's
funny.
fun. Okay, so now really quickly, we're going to create your connections. Everybody put on your improv pants and pull out your second page of your character sheet. I haven't come up with any questions specific to this campaign frame for connections, but each of you should have 3. I want you to pick the one that speaks to you the most, and then call out one of your fellow players, ask them that question, and they're going to answer it in the moment and come up with something on the spot.
Sorry.
That's okay. This is the last thing.
Josh, what promise did you make me agree to should you die on the battlefield?
But you're
We
the
have
new
different
person.
ones.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're class specific, I believe.
I feel like I fell asleep on the ship after a night partying with all of you in a tavern where we all bonded strongly.
Yeah, maybe we don't, because like, we probably don't even have to play through like the thing with Goldbrine happens, and then you guys get on the ship and set sail, and this dude is just randomly here. Maybe that already happened a couple nights ago when you made port,
Yeah.
and you've just been like chilling, like, oh, these guys seem rad.
Mm-hmm.
You just maybe don't have great judgment.
Kind of lost in life right now.
I'm-
Don't know what's going on.
I'm like, I've decided I'm going to be like an orange cat. So like one brain cell,
Yeah,
but very loyal.
hell yeah.
And, you know, he's a paladin, so...
Yeah, so yeah, right place, right time. You haven't like officially joined the crew yet. You've just been chilling with them at the Crooked Compass. I like that. And one drunken night,
Yeah.
you made a pledge.
Yeah. We're going into danger.
If I die, you have to replace my role on the ship.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh damn. Okay.
Okay.
Can I talk about how I wanted to flavor the Wildborn community real quick in case it influences any of these?
Absolutely.
So the Wildborn community is supposed to be like really involved with nature, and so they're usually peace loving and shit. But my ribbit, I wanted to play kind of a little bloodthirsty monster. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, so how does that come from this community? And I was like, what if it was just like an overbearingly wholesome community where they're communing with nature all the time and they're peace loving, and it's like being from a church group where everybody's just like overly overbearing about
Exactly.
it, and yeah, and like this little ribbit was just like, I just want to kill something, like I just want to oh, I've got the bloodlust, and so it decided to join a pirate crew.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the past behind them and almost what they're running from. So that's I think that's what I'm thinking, but I wanted to run that by you to see like
Yeah,
better world. Okay,
I think that's great.
I've got a little bit more flavor to that, but I'll run that by you later.
For sure.
But with that in mind, Matt, who do you know from my past, and how have they influenced your feelings about me?
Well, being that I'm a paladin, I met someone from the church group in your town, and they talked about how you didn't fit in because of your bloodlust. But also being a paladin, I thought that your bloodlust was kind of cool because I like. So,
He was like,
I
you heard
understood.
about them from this person, and you were like, damn, that sounds rad.
Yeah.
Do you know where they're at?
Mm-hmm.
And then you just happen to take a nap on their ship.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like, I also want to kill stuff. I just want to make sure it's evil stuff. So that's the only difference. But we can work on that together.
Yeah.
Cool. Can we ask? I mean, there's 3 questions here, and I feel like they fit one of each of the party. So are we doing this in this 12-way?
Yeah, I mean, you can ask as many as you want.
It says we can make up our own questions too if you want to replace one of these with a different one.
Yeah. Also, if for the round robin, if we just want to continue, we had Matt ask Josh a question.
Mhm.
McCall, you asked Matt. So if one of you two wants to ask McCall.
I don't know if any of these questions necessarily fit anybody yet. Especially, one of my questions is, what animal do I say you remind me of? But we're all fucking animals. Therefore,
Well, you could be something that you. Oh wait, what you think I represent? Like what animal?
what animal do I say you remind me of? Which is a bananas question.
Okay, so since there's leviathans out there, it'd be weird. But I was like, maybe like a bull shark or something, or like a great one, like a fucking creepy ass shark that like has no emotion and then just will randomly strike. Kind of thing.
I like to think that in this world, similar but different to what we've done in Sparkwind. I like the idea that like when we say like, oh yeah, bull shark, that puts an image in like our minds of like what a bull shark looks like. But in this world, it's like, oh yes, a bull shark. They have anywhere from 6 to 8 eyes and long antennae that come out and a jaw that dislocates. It's just
Crooked
like
fucking teeth of
Yeah.
barbed glass.
yeah, just like very fucked up versions of whatever animals are.
I was thinking like
sea
bull
animals.
horns, like big long horns.
I think it's funny that you're making a rogue like a ranger. I'm making a ranger like a rogue.
Oh, just because of my background?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm like
It feeds into it because I'm doing the
the
Nightwalker
more
where
crime
you can
thing.
like everything's all stealth and shadows and stuff, but the Wildborn background is Lightfoot, so your movement is naturally silent.
Mhm.
Well,
Alright.
fucking sick.
What friendly competition do we have?
It's like the Legolas Gimli thing: who can kill more enemies in battle.
Oh yeah, we can come up with a rival pirate crew, and maybe you have like an ongoing counter of how many of that crew you've taken out individually.
Oh my god.
It's like I feel like very similar to if anybody's played Red Dead 2. There's like the O'Driscoll gang, which is like numbers over anything else. Just like having a bunch of people in the gang is their goal. So just like anywhere you go, if you see somebody who claims to be an O'Driscoll, you just take them out. You can have a similar vibe. Just like, yeah, it can be like a rival pirate captain who has like a fleet of ships. So anytime you're somewhere and you come across somebody from his crew, just like, nope, on site.
Just like the
You're shaking hands like, oh, what's your name? Cool.
O'Doyle from Billy Madison. On
Doyle rules.
What have I discovered about your past that I hold secret from the others?
Ooh. I don't know yet. I haven't written a backstory.
You think about it.
It's time to start writing now.
I know.
What is
about
writing if
this
not
soon.
improvising in your brain?
What did I recently convince you to do that got us both in trouble?
Probably like diving in to catch fish with our hands.
Our teeth.
We did get them.
We tied ropes around our waists.
It was fine.
You just
We
both
could see in
being-
the dark.
Just both being dragged by the ship.
At least I have amphibious nature and can breathe and move naturally underwater. I don't
Oh,
know if
that's good.
goblins can. Maybe that's why. I was like,
Wait,
that's
but-
like, go
wait,
ahead.
You
hang
could-
on. I
you
can't
could-
remember what kind of things I can be.
You can turn into something that swims.
Yeah, I can turn into swimming
That's
things.
right. Yeah, the druid
So
nature.
it's
thing.
fine.
Fuck yeah.
So it's fine, and there would be no consequences.
Yeah. The issue wasn't that you were drowning. The issue was that it was a windy day and the ship was moving faster than you thought, so you're just kind of being dragged.
Josh,
Yeah.
what did you confide in me that makes me leap into danger for you? I know. It goes from what animal do I think you are to why would I risk my life for
Holy
you?
shit.
This is when we find out that Josh's character has like 3 kids and a wife. So on some island somewhere.
Oh.
Or maybe 3 wives and a kid on different islands.
Oh no.
I've got a lot of mouths to feed.
Am I going like grizzled
I don't know.
old?
I'm going
Sailor.
weird.
What's your other option, if not that?
I could be a younger.
Oh, my character's
Green.
name is Fish,
Green.
by the way.
I think it'd
That's
either
not the
be
only thing
green
I've
or
figured out.
You know,
That's great.
Never in between.
Fish.
What?
Because
what?
basically-
My character's name's Fish.
That's funny, because I was thinking...
Fish.
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 Because basically,
Fish.
what I'm thinking with my character so far is I've got like the kind of crime background thing. I can climb things. I just want to swing and jump and hit things with the sword. Is the power fantasy I have.
Are there? I didn't get it. I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to look at the lore document yet. Did you have gods in it, like specific ones?
There are 2. There's the twin gods are Deep Jenny and Whirling Jack.
Whirling Jack.
Are there any like minor gods or anything?
No.
Okay.
It's a nautical world that is mostly small islands and vast ocean. So, people worship the sea. And people worship Whirling Jack, but they know that he is fickle. People take their chances more with communing with Deep Jenny to, pray for safe voyage, or sometimes they'll. It's a common sailor practice or superstition is each member of the crew like cutting somewhere on their body and bleeding a little bit into the sea before they go to like sate her hunger so that she won't want to take them. But then there are other ships that are like, well, if you do that, she'll have had a taste and she'll be drawn to bring you back. So, it varies.
Is all the Eldritch stuff more connected to one than the other?
Yeah, I'd say that most of it is attributed to Deep Jenny because that's where the Leviathans and things live within the sea.
Matt, what affectionate nickname have you given me, Fish?
You fish?
Isn't it me, comma,
fishes.
Fish,
Your name.
question mark.
Your name's Fish. And
My name's Fish.
And I'm a cat.
Oh.
So your nickname is Lunch.
I love that. Nice. Oh, and finally, sorry, did you have another question for somebody?
I was gonna roll to see. You told me to protect one member of our party above all others, even yourself. Who are they and why?
Well, apparently I leap into danger for Josh every time. So I guess him.
Oh, here, I've got a follow-up question.
Okay.
And this will maybe... why do you act differently when we're alone than when others are around?
I'm scared.
Scared.
Scared. Scared.
All
Wait,
right.
you're scared when there's others around, or you're scared when you're alone with him?
Scared when there's others around, probably.
Just a scared little
okay.
dude. Okay.
I'm scared.
Scared in general, but
Scared
hiding
in
it when there are
general.
others around.
No, I think I'm visibly afraid when others are around.
Okay.
And less afraid when it's just like,
You and one other party.
yeah.
That makes sense.
I think I'm scared of numbers.
Is it social anxiety? It's not just like you're scared of all the
I
monsters
think
in
I'm
the
afraid
world.
of being eaten. Like, I think that people, like other people have been probably like a variable. like they either respond kindly or violently. So I think when it's like a crowd, it's probably very like reactive behavior or like very like defensive.
Huh. All right. So
Are
being
you
called
thinking-
lunch is maybe not the greatest thing
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Yoseki.
Are you thinking maybe? Are you like young? Are you?
Yeah, I'm little.
Okay.
Maybe not like a baby, but like
And what?
Are you a cabin boy?
no, maybe could be. Sure, could be.
I'm
Because I
definitely the
started writing
barrelman.
something before I understood that we were part of Goldbrine's crew.
You don't have to be part.
So-
Yeah.
I mean, I'm struggling to comprehend anything.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of like. I love a good Eldritch setting.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'd want to want something from one of the gods, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might do circumstance instead of crew.
Okay.
Because I think it works better.
I'm trying to decide on a combat vibe between boxing or like professional wrestling.
I mean,
It's
I
gonna
feel
be
like
like
it's
these
feral.
hands. Like
Yeah.
either way, because I've got arcane gauntlets as my
Mhm.
weapon.
Hell yeah.
do you ever play Final Fantasy VI?
Yeah, like
You
the guy
suplex
who
the train.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do like a combination of the two.
I think.
Meow tie.
Oh,
Huh?
that's
I think
not
I need
bad.
to go. Because
Oh.
your mom is probably going to have to take me because you just took your pill.
I was just gonna take food with me.
I'll see if she goes.
So I've got 15 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I guess once again, just text me your experiences. And we'll see you all in episode 1.
All right, can I will borrow one of those.